Guys, we're back in here, trying to live, trying to exist, trying to be the best guy that I can be, trying to be the best guy that I can be. Friday night, great show, and guys, I owe you a quality show, because just to tell you in advance, there will be no Saturday hangout. There will not be a Saturday hangout because I'm celebrating my sister's birthday. So my sister's having a massive birthday bash and so forth. So your boy is going to be getting extremely drunk tomorrow night and so forth. But which is why we have a lot of stuff to go through, a lot of previews to make up for that. And then obviously we'll be back here on Sunday with Liverpool City and everything in the postman. But yeah, just to say, we found no Saturday hangouts. We're going to go hard and we're going to go fierce 100% on this. So also, guys, say this right now, guys, a VPN is the truth. You Americans, man, I envy you Americans, man. I have just, because basically I've just been looking at some of the stuff you get in America, like, wow. I mean, I am jealous. I'm jealous. So basically, because I was like, bro, how did I not figure out this whole VPN stuff? HBO Max, Paramount Plus, I mean, and the amount of content, god damn. I mean, Blancos, tell these Americans about how much we have to pay in a certain place, because you don't know where I live and so forth.
I've been on a rant before about when people talk about why English people are Premier League merchants. Yes, some of it is the arrogance, but a lot of it is because, like,
oh wow, he froze.
That's a great argument.
yeah, that's a great say. I think Blanco's froze in the wait, he really is stuck in the Matrix. Blancos is really stuck in there. Do you know what it is? Do you know what this is? This is all the treachery, all the moving around and so forth. It's finally caught up to him and everything. It's finally caught up to your boy. Okay, so guys, let me tell you what's going on the show, man. So,
you know what's crazy though?
What's
crazy?
Like,
because like I've said this a long time. Oh, and like you were talking about the whole VPN thing. In America, I can rewatch games. I can literally rewatch whole 90-minute matches of Champions League, Serie, La Liga, Bundesliga, Champions League. I mean everything, bro. Sometimes for fun I just watch the Eredivisie for fun.
No. For me, that's because I've just been on Paramount Plus, and they actually have like a post-match breakdown on all over the stuff. I'm like, I say, this content is quality, bro. I'm like, god damn. I mean, like, no, bro. And also again, the difference in prices, my lord.
And plus, we
Eric,
got Panelists,
Eric, the difference in prices is insane.
Bro, the Champions League pundits over in America, bro.
No, bro. Henry is hilarious, man. Henry is hilarious, man. So let me say what's happening in the show. So, El Clasico, huge game. Barcelona against Real Madrid. We're going to look at that preview and break it down. An owl. You know where I'm going? An owl. We will see an owl on Sunday. Actually, we're going to see several owls on Sunday. We're going to approximately see 11 owls on Sunday. So, and we may see a performance by one mixed race dude from the lovely town of Toronto. That's all I'm saying. So shout out to Spotify, shout out to your boy Drake, man. Liverpool against Man City. Mike, you're going to have to help me with this, bro. You're going to have to help me. Can you have to go and call? Because, bro, I got told that Salah is back. Quickest hat-trick in UCL history. He's back. He's firing. Is this the match to turn things around for Liverpool? Eric, you're going to have to help me with this. Eric, if I break down in tears, Eric, you're going to have to host the show. Eric, are you good with that?
No.
Eric. No, Eric, look. If I can't do this emotionally and I'm crying so much, Eric, you need to just help me through this. Because I need someone to emotionally help me. Because, Eric, we're going to have the Kante Reece James talk. So, Eric, if I get too emotional and I start to cry, Eric, you need to take over, please. Can you do that?
No.
Okay, good. You can. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. And then finally, guys, the football ad is back. The football ad is back. I'm sure everybody has seen that Pepsi ad. I watched this about 3 or 4 times back to back. I think that is an amazing ad because I want us to talk about the ad and talk about some of the best ads that we've seen, and so forth. So, because I don't want to just have a discussion about the ad, and because there's a footballing aspect of that ad that I want to address that is very important. That I want to really address that's fully in there. So, let's take a look at the panel. So, he's Irish. He's also representing the land of Africa. He's not looking at the screen. He's probably talking to 3 or 4 of his side chicks at the moment right now. It's your main man, Mr. Patrick. Wait, Patrick, do you have Irish citizenship yet, or are you still working on it?
What, mate? I have indefinite residency in this place.
Patrick, I know the struggle. Patrick, I know the struggle, but I've been there, bro. I've been there. Keep walking, bro. Keep walking. I've been there, bro. I've been there. And then, of course, we have a man, Yassir Saeed, bringing the lands of Somalia together. That is a quality piece of clothing you have there, man. Reminds you of my abara that I wear for in Nigeria as well. So, and we also have
right at the buzzer.
We also have a main man, Mikey. He's the guy that's bringing Helsinki. Is that Jamaica? Oh,
Yep, it's Jamaica. I think 1920 season.
Look, man, Mike always has those fire kits, and I'm still waiting for him to work out the deal so I can get that Ajax jersey off of him. It is what it is, man. Don't worry. I will tempt him some way. And a guy who was stuck in the Matrix and so forth, who completely bricked his reaction thing. Are you out of the Matrix yet, or are you still in the Matrix?
I literally don't know what's happened. Like, personally, I think that there's, you saw the WhatsApp message. I think that might be happening to me. You know, our man, Kwartang, man. What's happening,
man? They're coming for everybody right now, man. Your main man here, Mr. Vator, man. He is the Canadian man as well. Okay, Vator, I'm going to ask. Okay, I don't know whether. Okay, Vator, I'm going to make a statement. You don't have to respond. Okay? So, Vator, are you cool? I'm going to make a statement. I don't have to respond. Vator, I wear my earring on my right ear and I don't give a damn because I'm too cool. Are you cool with that?
Hey, HH, I thought we were from the same generation, but my generation only wears it on the left. But we're good.
Yeah, no, look, because you know what it is? I've got a left ear ache, so I'm like, look, man, look, Victor, if someone tries to do something, I am a black belt in Kung Fu, so...
Handle your own. I hear that.
And he's a new guy in here. You're all agreeing with him. Mi amigo en español, pero vivo en Londres. Pero soy de Nigeria, vivo en Mars. Hey, look at that. My Spanish is all right, man. My Spanish is come over. That's Spanish. Shout out to Miss Broncano. Shout out to Miss Broncano, man. She was actually an alcoholic, my Spanish teacher. So, yeah.
Oh, great.
The reason why I drink gin and tonic is because of her. Because she always used to come into our classes drunk. So, but shout out to my Spanish teacher, Miss Broncano. So, guys, man, shout out to everybody in here. Like the vid, subscribe if you're new. Feel free to send in a super chat. Those dubs help us to do our things and make us say what's up and everything. And guys, hopefully I'm going to give you a quality show. So just to remind you guys again, there is no Saturday hangout tomorrow night because I am going to be at my sister's birthday and I plan to have a lot of drinks. I get very drunk with about 5 or 6 tequilas and white Russians. Guys, if you go to your bar, get a white Russian. It's the best drink you've ever had.
Right.
Yes, Mike, you know it.
Yeah, yes.
Big Lebowski, shout out to the dude, man. Shout out to the dude. So, let's get to our first topic, man. Let's get to our first topic. Because I know, Mike, you're on board time. So let's hit this.
HH, I shared something on your DM that relates
sure.
to the topic.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, I will look it up. But yes, let's kick things off.
Okay.
Let me take this week. I was on Instagram, and there was a guy having his eye reattached.
What?
Yes, yeah. Hold on. Let me. Like, I was watching Instagram and I was watching Surgery. I said, wait a minute, wait. Is this ER? I thought ER ended a few years ago and so forth. And I don't watch Grey's Anatomy. Why am I looking at a thing and I'm watching a guy's eyeball get reattached to his freaking skull? Rudiger. It was in there. Because first you saw Alaba come in, check up on him. Tony Cruz came in, checked up on him and everything. And now he was having his eye reattached to his skull. And you're looking at Real Madrid and there is a belief in this team. There's a real strong belief in this team. And I think that it's weird. Probably the best thing that happened to Real Madrid was Benzema getting injured. Because once he got injured, we all said, look at this young guy's going to do. Look, this guy, he was a freaking one-man army. They all relied upon him. Became stronger. Rodrigo stepped up. Vini stepped up. Tchouaméni went into another level. We're now seeing what your boy Rudiger is doing. And I'm looking at Barca's psyche. I'm thinking at what is Barca's psyche coming into this game, because they just got dealt a body blow, because they are pretty much effectively heading to Europa League, unless the greatest miracle of all. Here's the thing: it's not a miracle unless someone gets paid and enter through the game against Victoria. Barca are heading to Europa League, which is very possible. It is very possible. Okay, it's very because we're dealing with Serie and freaking Moji, so we know what happens there. So unless shout out to your boy Smoke, so unless something crazy happens, then they're going to replace. So what is the psychology of Barca going into this? So in my view, Real Madrid are heavy favorites. Real Madrid are going in there as a stronger freaking team, and I'll level with you. I expect Real Madrid to get that double, because you can shake your head all you want and so forth. This ain't a freaking jinx. This is being real.
It is though.
We'll get to it. You know what? We're gonna have a real jinx conversation. But Paul,
Yeah.
how much faith do you have in your equipo to get that Dubinsky on Sunday, knowing that you are fighting a wounded animal? Paul, have you seen Jurassic World? The
What?
film. Jurassic World, the film. Jurassic World. Okay. You know when your boy does this, Chris Pratt? PK. They're saying that's PK. They're saying that was on Chris, but they're saying that was PK. So, Paul, you're dealing with a team who are getting heavily memed. We thought the memes were done after 8-2. The memes have taken off, because I've seen about 6 or 7 quality PK memes. I've seen Titanic. I've seen the pattern of the Red Sea. And I think I've seen him stand in the middle between Iron Man's team and Cap's team during Captain America's Civil War. So we've seen him at the middle of every single freaking thing. So basically, it's now make your PK meme because such a great meme. Paul, it's an easy dub. It's an easy Dubinsky. Or are you still worried because it's still an El Clasico? You have to respect Barca, who may want to come and actually have a strong reaction against you guys on Sunday.
I think, well, first of all, obviously we're used to Barca being the clown in Europe. but in a league format, they are very strong. So we have to take that in mind. I think.
Oh
Xavi
no,
will,
Paul did it. Oh no, he just did it.
Yes, mute your mic, Paul. Continue to talk.
I think Xavi has motivated the team. I think we have to respect Barca, because the worst thing any team can do is to downplay a team that has had results in a sense. So having said that, I have, because I cannot have anything more, I have 200% of confidence in my team, because they haven't showed signs of that can tell me, okay, there can be problems. It is true that there is one key thing: Courtois is not playing.
Yes, he's confirmed that he's out injured. Yes.
And there's another thing that kind of, it's funny for me. Benzema is not playing that well. That is true. Now.
Paul, but he's still picking up his Ballon d'Or on October 21st.
Absolutely true and totally deserved. Having said that, Barca have such a weak defense that if Madrid doesn't win, there has to be people that go out of the team, or at least people that go out of the starting.
So Paul, you are expecting a win. Like, you're fully expecting that, based on just how good Real Madrid are and Barca's defense, you expect to win.
Absolutely, and I will say more. A win, okay, I don't care if it's 1-0, whatever. But players should go wanting to do a 5-0, a clean sheet, a 5-0, a 6-0. Why? Imagine you can do that to Barca. They are done for the season. Their mentality is destroyed. It's a C4 to the Chavineta. Boom.
I rate that.
Yeah.
This is the moment Real Madrid has to completely finish.
Paul, haven't they suffered enough? No mass. Schadenfreude.
Kill him, bro. Kill him.
They would have no mercy, and we shouldn't. Because Barca, actually, we saw the last season how they were in the seventh position, ninth position. Xavi came second position. Like, these guys in league are very, very much alive. And right now they're first in the league. They are not second. So we have to take this seriously. It's the most important game in the league right now. Because it's the battle between the two heads. So
HH.
we have to go to make blood.
Let's beg the good question.
Actually, no. Let me come to Blancos, and I'm going to Blancos as a pseudo Real Madrid fan. That's what as a pseudo Real Madrid fan and so forth and everything.
Okay.
How do you think your equipo is going to say what's up on Sunday? Do you agree with Paul that you're coming in there to GTA?
Okay, first and foremost, I've got to rebuke whatever jinx you just put on Real Madrid, because we're going to talk about what you did to Reece, by the way. We're going to talk about Reece later.
What did he say? Reece?
So I'm a bit cautious when you say we're going to win, and then it happens. And then, Paul is still new to the hang. He's still quite new to everything, so he doesn't really know how effective your jinxes are when it comes to predicting games, because they really are quite effective. So
it's sick. His jinx are not normal, bro.
I know.
Can you talk about El Clasico, please? El Clasico.
It's actually very scary. Like, he actually predicted.
Blancos, can you talk about El Clasico? I beg you. Thank you.
Yeah. So, but with that aside, the state of Barcelona's defense right now, which is why I agree with Paul. Like, Barca's defense right now is garbage. Yes, we don't have Benzema. Fine. Okay. So, but as we saw against Inter, so as we saw on a Wednesday, like, the defense is this garbage. It's crap. There's no, even without Benzema, like, we should still be able to comfortably beat this Barcelona side comfortably. Is Lewandowski going to show up in a big game? We know that Lewandowski isn't going to show up. The question that you got to ask is Gavi and Pedri enough to beat this Real Madrid midfield? Now, I don't see any Barca fans on the show, but I'm thinking the people in the chat. Do you believe that Gavi and Pedri?
Pedri is tipped to win that Young Player Award and so forth, so they have a lot of faith in him. But I'm hearing a lot of hits for your boy Gavi.
Okay, so do you think they'll be able to go toe to the Madrid midfield?
HH,
Yes.
I can't.
You can't.
I can't.
What was it, Patrick?
Nah, not in 2022. I'm sorry. Let's not. No. Let's stop this. Red Devil Studio. How many times are you going to be twerking for other teams? Number
It's
two.
not. It's
you
lost.
know-
It's lost by
AJ,
No.
And another thing,
Patrick,
you
in
know-
fairness, there has been a mass exodus to Real Madrid from fans. Guys, Patrick, I can think about 4 or 5 guys. Maybe United guys who are
hear
Real Madrid
something
fans.
shameless though? Do you want to hear
What?
something shameless that happened this week? It's not only like Red Devil. I understand. At least he has the pride to come out live and say that I'm going somewhere. I wrote a status that we as City are doing well right now. But I remember the dark days of this. I was giving an example of when Liverpool beat us at the Champions League. Spurs said that. Guess who came out on my comments? Vilton. He said, "Yes, we suffered." I was like, "What? Vilton? Vilton is a Madrid fan. What's happening at Madrid? We Vilton." Somebody even commented, "Vilton, what do you mean by we? You're a Madrid fan." He said, "We as City suffer."
Oh, wait, is Vilton? No, Vilton is a Real Madrid fan.
He is. So he says we. He said we. I was like, we.
Maybe he was on
City.
drugs or something. Who knows? Maybe he was under the influence. You never know.
These laws.
What's Smoke saying?
I need you to maintain the same energy across leagues, HH.
In what sense?
The reality is this. Now listen to this, HH. The La Liga teams are not playing great. Even Madrid struggled to get a draw against Shakhtar, right? Barca, they playing garbage football. Atleti is nowhere to be found, right? And these are your top 4 in the La Liga, right? And you always talk about how weak the PL is, whereas
Smoke 15-9, 15 goals in 9. Smoke, that's a bum-ass league. With all due disrespect, the EPL is a bum-ass league. 15-9.
Wait, what?
15-9. That's it. Yeah, farmers. Fruit sellers, apples, grapes, tomato.
It's just a well-coached team. HH, you put any good striker, right, in our team. That's why I was telling you that if the wingers such as Raheem couldn't get those crazy numbers at City, you're not getting it wherever they're going. Because our system.
No. Smoke. There is nothing you will say to me that will make me respect the Premier League as a proper league. Nothing. I'll never respect it as a proper league.
In fairness, no Smoke. Sorry, I'm just.
Blancos.
I do think there will be a question mark on it if three La Liga teams all go to Europa League. There might be a slight question if Atleti, Barca, and Sevilla.
But it doesn't matter if Real Madrid wins it, though.
No, it does matter.
If Real Madrid, no, hold on.
No.
Okay, Real Madrid beat Liverpool and Man City last season and Chelsea.
Yeah, but
top 3 teams.
No. But that strengthens what HH talks about with regards to one team dominating the quality of the league. If everyone else in the league is trash, and then you only have Real Madrid, that doesn't speak to the league.
No. See, after the events of Wednesday, after the wins of Tuesday and Wednesday, there is a massive question on La Liga right now because Sevilla are not going through. Sevilla and pretty much Barca are not going through, and there's a massive question of Atletico. But here's the thing though, I'm a sample size merchant. This is 1 year because. Let's see how a league performs over a 5-year period, a 10-year period. You can't just say,
"Guy, you change goalposts."
I've always been like this. I've always been like, you know what? If something happens in 1 year, that's 1 year. Let's see next year, 3 years, because I need a 5-year pattern to see. Okay, who said what's up in this 5-year period? Who said what's up in this 10-year period?
See what happens. It's history. This is history, guys. Look at the winners. Which country has more winners in Europa League, in Champions League?
Okay, hold on. Let's look at the last 5 years.
Okay,
let's look at the last 5 years. You said 5 years.
And I understand. And I understand what the debater may be saying. Like, okay, man, if the 2, 3, 4 go to the Europa League, which is supposedly a minor, supposedly it's a minor competition compared to the Champions League, right? But it's like what Smoke said. No, it's 1-1 against Shakhtar. I mean, it's one game, man. Like, it's like you can't.
No. It's not one game. It's not one game. The thing is this. The thing about Madrid, what gets you over the line is the mentality of players. It's not that you're playing good football. Don't think for 1 second
We're playing good football, man. Come on, relax.
Let me say
Wait,
this.
wait, hold on. I need to talk to the guy because we need to focus on this. So Eric, you want to say something? I want to come to
Yeah,
Mike
look,
and say
look.
about the game. So Eric,
Just very, very briefly, you
Very
said
brief.
5 years. If you look at the last 5 years, two Premier, I think someone said it in one of the previous streams, two Premier League teams, two Spanish teams, and the team who actually was one team from the same league, the same team, Madrid. So Madrid won it twice, and then you get two different teams from Premier League, Liverpool and Chelsea. So that in itself tells you that it's a one team league in La Liga.
No, but
It's
Eric,
Madrid and it's everybody else.
Okay, wait,
Villarreal
no. We have to
beat Bayern.
wait, okay, so Mike, let's come on to El Clasico. So, are Barca screwed based on what they did against Inter Milan, or rather what they were able to do against Inter Milan, how well Real Madrid are playing, and maybe a question about Atleti and Barca and the competition of La Liga right now. Do Real Madrid now have a monopoly stranglehold on La Liga right now?
The game, Real Madrid are going to easily win this game.
Easily.
Not 3-1. That would be my prediction. 3-1. Look at Barca's defense. Sergio Roberto against Vinicius Jr. All right, we know who's winning that battle. Piqué and Eric Garcia against Benzema.
Wait, hold
We
on,
know-
Mike,
Koundé's
hold
back.
on.
Koundé's back.
Is Koundé back? I don't think he is. Koundé
Koundé-
back?
No, but no.
You know,
No, so here's my thing. Even if Kunde wasn't back, I would grab a Catalanian orphan from the streets and play him instead of PK. After the trash that PK did, where he was trying to do traffic signals to land a plane, PK can start. So even if I'd say
Yeah, but they don't have
anybody,
any. They don't have any other options.
Chris
But I
Wilson
guess-
compared
go to the
I guess-
freaking B team. Go to the kids team. And so, he's that's
Even
bad.
the ladies team, even the ladies team.
Anybody, ladies, anybody. So let's just assume that Kunde is fit though.
Okay.
They're still missing Araujo.
Yes. Who does very well against Vinicius Jr. We have
Yes.
seen that multiple times, that he has pocketed Vinicius Jr., so that's going to be a big, big miss. And now, the big question is for Xavi, is he going to start Frankie de Jong, or is he going to start Sergio Busquets? That's a big, big question mark.
I think he'd be very foolish to not start Frankie de Jong in this game
'cause he had a good cameo.
you need some athleticism, because I think that with the kind of physicality that Real have in that midfield, and because Mike, do you know what has been worried is the amount of problems Inter caused Barca. And that's an Inter team, as you even said before, like they're not doing that well in Serie. I know that it's all good matchups, but when you just look at the matchups, if that Barca defense give this Real team space, you've got loads of dribblers, lots of speed, and guys that are move direct and can really aggressively hit you hard. So, I mean, is there any scenario that you see Barca winning this game?
Lewandowski's got to come up clutch in a big game. Let's see if that happens. And if the oos that you always speak highly of, if he can have the same similar game that he had last year at the Santiago Bernabeu, because let's be honest, Ousmane Dembele was fantastic in that game. If he can have that same sort of performance where he gave crosses to Aubameyang, to Lewandowski, Barca can score in this matchup. But I think Lunin is actually a decent backup goalkeeper for Real. Obviously, he's no Courtois. I'm not saying that.
No.
And Ter Stegen has, even though he conceded 3 goals, I think Ter Stegen has been also really good this
Oh,
season.
no. Without him, they'd have been crucified by Inter easily.
So I think it's going to be an amazing game, as it always is in El Clasico sometimes. This is a high-scoring game, and I just see goals. And then also, with the league thing, right now the La Liga is not that great. It just isn't. And if you look...
Thank you.
Serie A is doing better than La Liga this season.
Thank you.
A league that Casey always
always
ridicules about. There's going to be 3 Serie A teams. If Juventus weren't so terrible and Allegri's not a dinosaur, there would be 4 teams in the round of 16 from the Serie A. But as of this season, Serie A is better than La Liga. But Real Madrid, let's see, they can go far once again in the
Chinese
competition.
league. In the Chinese league.
Relax. Yes, wait saying about this Barca Real Madrid snack, man.
Can you
Yes,
guys hear me?
are you trying to DJ or something? Or?
No, can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah, we can hear you.
For a second, I pressed something on my headphones. Anyways, I mean, it's hard to predict these games because this is El Clasico. I feel like people are getting too carried away, because a lot of times with El Clasico,
Carried away with what?
I feel like with El Clasico, it should be a leveler. It should be a leveler, and it has to have and Barcelona has to win this game. They have no choice, HH. Like, they have zero choice. They must win the game. After the situation they had in the Champions League, they have to like literally like leave their life on the line type of thing. Like they had to like blood, sweat, and tears. So
no, but it's because if you mentioned the whole Xavi goal, like the league is not a must.
yeah,
The league is not a must and a priority for them right now. So like one game won't change everything because I think they go into this game level on points. But it's the man. If let's say they lose, but if they get beat down and larynx and Lara Crofted, psychologically that could be a body blow.
so
Yes,
So that's
sir,
the work.
Yes, sir. Can I just make one point? I think it
Yeah,
was
go ahead.
PK or Busquets. They talked about after the Inter game that they're emotionally kind of broken after that. So let's see
Busquets.
what kind of headspace
Yeah.
they're going to be into this game.
So-
Oh, no, that's why this is the worst time. No, this is the worst time for this game to happen because psychologically they are the most vulnerable. Because do you know what it means to have that summer transfer, all the excitements? You got Lewandowski, and you didn't make it out of the freaking group stage of the UCL. It's a body blow.
it's the worst time for Barcelona and whoever's involved, and it's the best time for the neutral because already it's a situation where this is a massive game. This is a massive game for Barcelona and Real Madrid. Real Madrid are probably thinking, "Hey, if we beat these guys at home, if we put a psychological like we destroy them at home, they're pretty much they're confident enough to say the league is ours." Like that would just take Real Madrid to a different level.
Yasik,
No. For me, if they win, that's really 3 points.
No,
The league
HH.
game's done.
It's right here.
HH.
It's a psychological thing. I'm
It's too
telling
early.
you,
It's too early.
No,
bro.
no,
Come on, it's too
HH,
early.
I'm telling you,
Why-
these are. Yeah, go ahead. My bad, Dawson. Go ahead.
Why
Let's
do we
smoke, what
keep
do you
looking at this from one angle, right? The last Clasico, these guys got dominated at their home ground, right? It's not like
Yep.
I'm saying at the end of the day, Barca still have the players to beat
Yeah.
Madrid. It's like, for example, us and Liverpool.
Oh no,
Liverpool still have-
but no, you cannot discount the psychological aspects of it because this coming after what happened at Inter, mentally these guys are screwed because it is such a disaster
Okay.
where Barca are right
But
now.
that could be an
HH.
advantage for Barca, though.
Wait, hold on. Yes, wait. Let Yassi to put it on. Come to smoke.
No,
Yes,
no,
no, come to
HH.
smoke.
Yeah.
And
No,
it's
yeah, go ahead.
different. No, I'm saying it's different if, for example, Barca has been performing well in the previous seasons in the UCL, and then they do all of this, and then now they're going to decline. These guys have been humiliated like the past 2 seasons. This is nothing new. So it's not like, oh, we're on a new low. No, for them, this is nothing new. And I think Paul said it. Regardless of how they perform in the Champions League, they always give it a go in the league. So this is it's like City in the EPL, whereby we could lose by the smallest of margins in the Champions League, but when we come to the back to the league, this is our bread and butter. And there is nothing to indicate why all of these things that we're saying could be the other way, whereby Madrid, because Courtois is not there, they get spanked 4-1 at home. There's nothing.
Honestly,
to-
actually, let me cut. So yes.
No, well, I mean, the whole psychological thing that can also work in Barcelona's favor, because if Barcelona played, I mean, 'cause there's a famous quote that says like, the most dangerous person is the person that have nothing to lose. If Barcelona in a situation like there actually are truly psychological damage, I think that's over. How do I say that's
The underdog.
exaggeration? You know, I think that's exaggeration talk, whatever. After the game, oh, you know, this is a big blow, blah blah. You know how people talk crazy after such a defeat, whatever. But if it's true, then actually they have nothing to lose, man. Like these guys are gonna go. These guys, you know, you're gonna see tackles coming in.
So you don't think Barca will be affected at all going into this game?
I think they'll affect it in a positive way. I don't think they'll be affected in a negative way at all.
No. You know what? I do see the other side of it because as bad as it is and so forth, this is still you still have something to play for, and this is still a league title. So, and it isn't basically the season isn't a failure. This on face value, you can't call a season a failure if you win your league. It's just that if you want to use context based on how much they gave up I think that regardless of what they do, not making it out of the UCL group, that is still a failure in that context. But still, at the end of the day, if you end up with a major trophy, which is your league title, that is still a success. You can still argue that that's a success. So, oh damn, Veta, talk to me, man. Clasico, man.
El Clasico. For Real Madrid fans, I think they're probably drooling, salivating. They're ready to attack Barca. The fans are probably ready for this. But then on the other side, you see what Barca's doing, and what confidence are they really drawing from? Inter's not great. Like, what confidence could they possibly have going into this match? I think it's all about ego. This season for Barca, it's all about ego. They pulled every lever this offseason. Right? They made a play. It doesn't look like it's going to work out for Champions League. The way they're going to be whimpering out of Champions League and playing in the domestic league, all that they have are ego moves right now. They want to be able to slap up Real Madrid. They have to play that way. Because what big highlights are they going to have for the season? They're going to have the El Clasico, and then
no. You know what? I no. I do see your angle, because it's like, because that is what Barca have always held over Real Madrid, is that look at how well we've done in the league. So Real have said, look at how well we've done Champions League. Barca, look at how well we've done in the league. And both things are important. Now, I value the UCL more than the league, but both things are important, because the two biggest trophies in club football is your league trophy and the Champions League. I don't care about all that domestic crap. It's your league and your Champions League. So if Barca, because the worst thing is they allow Real Madrid to do the double and give Carlo Ancelotti the first time he's ever defended his league title. That would be a disaster.
Yeah, let me add to that. The worst thing is if he repeats, if they're able to do their thing in the Champions League, which we'll talk about that at another time. But then if they're also slapping up Barca in the El Clasico, like if you do that, right? If you do that, it's a problem, and Barca has nothing to talk about. Barca has nothing with regards to the season. So that's why I think the Real Madrid fans and the team are probably like pacing. They want to crush Barcelona.
No. They don't know, because I think they Real can sense blood, because they're like, no, these guys could be really vulnerable. Because again, that's what I said. I don't know what Barca's mentality is going to be after Wednesday, but obviously Xavi has to just G them up and really motivate them. But if you're Real Madrid, is like, bro, from the very first minute, we have to go and attack these guys, especially with the defense not strong. From the offset, we just have to attack these guys, and you have to look to embarrass them because we all remember that's 5-1 that Barca gave Real Madrid during peak Barca when Piqué held up that 5 and so forth. So,
and I'm seeing so many similarities to the Manchester United derby and how City were motivated, and then also this upcoming week when we talk about vulnerability, Liverpool's not at the strength that we're accustomed to, and I know many want that memorable high-scoring match to happen against them. So Real Madrid, I think they have that same motivation, and you want to put a stamp, you want to put an exclamation mark and say, Barca, this is us. Real is ruling things right now. I'm fearful for what's going to happen for Ricardo and being in these spaces moving forward.
No. So you're saying that this is going to be a beatdown? That you think Real Madrid are going to absolutely destroy them?
Yes, I do. I think it's going to, and a beatdown will just be like they're going to be outclassed in the match. It may not reflect in terms of score, because it might not be a drubbing, but I think you're going to see Real is going to be like in control. Players that you may say have been out of form, they're all going to be up for this.
Pat, what were you saying, man?
So before that, can I just clarify something? So actually, just before, and maybe Pat and Bates can chip in. Do you mean to sort of tell me that Frankie De Jong, right, said, you know what, screw you United, screw you Chelsea, screw all those other teams, to basically be a bench player for a Europa League team at Barcelona? Is that basically Mike, like, shaking your head as well? Is that basically what happened? After that whole saga, he's basically he's not even starting for Barca. He's a bench player. He's a bench Europa League.
You're making it a little too simple though, because I think he looked at his options. No disrespect, HH. No disrespect to United, but I think that he looked at who else was looking for him, and was like, "Nah, I'm gonna take my check over here, even if I'm
And
playing
yet-
in Europa."
And now he's in this
No, 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 no,
situation.
no,
Wait,
not
so
even just Europa,
no. I'm gonna allow Victor to get away with that. No, Victor, no. I'm not gonna allow you to Canadian your way out of that whole thing.
Whoa.
So you're saying, so hold up. So you're saying that he had the chance to wear the second heaviest jersey in club for football,
Yeah,
and
we
could
know
have
that.
played in the UCL knockouts with Chelsea.
Yeah, and
So
he
it's
said
not,
no.
you want to deny that?
He said no to that.
He said
Whatever
no
you
to
call
it.
it.
Yeah, then
he
he's
said
mad.
no.
Can you see what Potterball is doing right now? Bro, the heck? Come
No,
on,
Los
man.
Blancos even deeper than that. Look at all the players that quote unquote disrespected us this summer. Paul Pogba. Look at Juve. Look at Allegri.
Yeah, I mean,
Look at.
Yes, yeah. Should do the
No, no,
Chelsea.
no.
Should
No,
do
no.
the Europe. No,
That's
no, yes,
actually-
yeah, yes,
that's
yeah.
actually
Don't
fair,
start.
actually.
Don't start more than nothing. Because yes, yeah. It took you 93
It just-
minutes to.
Bro.
Yes, no, sure. It took you 93 minutes to beat
HH.
ammonium acid. Where
You know what they say?
and
No,
but HH don't ban,
keeper,
but-
the keeper is someone that Los Blancos was that bomb who was the reason why we're not going to the freaking World Cup.
HH, you know what they
Okay.
say? Well, you know, like
Pat,
the,
can you
you
talk
know,
over this guy, please?
you know
Patrick,
the
can
nice
talk over
grass
this dude?
in front of
Patrick,
people's
talk over
lawn.
this guy.
They take
Talk
care of.
over him.
It's not always green on the
Yeah,
other.
talk over him, Pat. Just talk. Pat.
Nah. Yes, can you switch off the light because
Yeah,
just
I'm in the office, man. Like,
looks like you've entered heaven
bro,
already.
if I do, I'll disappear, guys.
Yeah, use the candle you used to use. Look, I don't know. For me, I've been watching both of these teams. Can I just ask Paul, has Madrid kept a clean sheet this season?
They have with the
Getafe.
recent game.
Getafe.
Getafe.
Yeah, but you've been shipping in goals, which I'm surprised
In
by.
general,
because-
it's been always one out. One. No,
Wait,
Courtois
Pat.
not in the same.
Didn't you lose last year to these two? Like,
No.
Didn't Rodrigo score like in extra time or something?
I'm coming
Yes.
from I'm coming from analyzing the game. I'm not doing an agenda. I'm just saying because people are saying Barcelona won't do anything because there was a point in time, where I thought Barcelona won't do anything, and then Barcelona went and ripped Madrid apart, and I was like, "What's happening?" And I remember that game. I switched it off, restarted my internet, restarted the TV, switched it on again, and said, "Is this the game?" And Barcelona were ripping them apart. It looks like things change, and it's as if Barcelona just go with anger. But the only issue is, right now, there's a guy called Eric Garcia, who is probably the worst defender the world has ever seen.
Worse than PK?
You scab
Yeah,
artists, bro.
yeah.
You guys
At
are
least-
just
Pat,
scab
no,
artists.
Patrick.
Shout out to
Can't
City
be-
for fleecing
Patrick,
Barca. City
Patrick, he
fleeced
can't be
Barca,
worse
man.
than
Shout out to you
PK.
guys.
Patrick, PK is a new level, bro.
PK had his time. PK had his time. PK did his time. This is PK done. But Garcia doesn't have anything. What is that? What is it? If Darwin Núñez gave you a nutmeg, you are useless. You are the worst thing. Darwin Núñez is level. How can you let Darwin Núñez do step overs in front of you and score in front of you? So by saying that, I bet you he'll do a step over and then score on Sunday.
It's slow motion. It's slow
Yeah.
motion.
So anyway, what I'm trying to say is yes, as much as especially Clasico, you might say, oh, Barcelona look shit, which they do, but they might also be in pain after how they lost.
And pain makes diamonds, you know. So,
Yeah. So you see,
no, that's pressure.
Lewandowski, as long as people are laughing at him, but I have a feeling that this game will be close. But you always say that, then things end up going crazy. As I said, as Barcelona.
No, Pat. No, Pat. No, Pat. We're not going to play like that, Pat. I'm not going to play like that.
No, but okay.
No, Pat. No.
I have-
Lewandowski didn't score against Inter because that goal was relevant. Pat,
scored
I need you
twice.
to I need him to score either the opening goal, the winning goal, or the equalizer. Because what you're not going to do is score after the fact. Because Pat, what I don't know. Say here's my thing for Lewandowski. If you're losing 3-0, don't you dare make it 3-1. Don't you dare make it 3-1.
He's
Because
got a stat
if it's-
pad, though.
No, but no.
He's got a stat pad.
If it's 3-0, don't score. Has to be brought off.
Yeah.
Either score the opening goal, the equalizer, or the winning goal. Anything else, I don't care.
Okay, look. So, but after saying all that, I repeat, it's Garcia, and there's Vinicius, and there's Benzema, and it's Garcia. So, I expect Madrid. Where is it? Is it at
Santiago.
Bernabeu.
then, you know what? It's a beating. It's going to be a beating. Ricardo is going to stop supporting Barcelona and go on loan.
Okay, Paul, real quick. Now, let me take some Dubinskis, man.
Yeah, it's just that I want to say, please. Well, one thing. Well, two things. very fast. First, I actually this season, not the other one. This season, I actually rate Eric Garcia. I think he's very underrated. If you see his stats, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll go crazy. What is this guy saying? Look at what. Yeah, he was in the photo in that fail against Inter, but he was actually the best defender in that game from Barcelona.
Garcia, Eric.
Well, it's not that hard, Paul, when it's Marcos Alonso, Piqué, and Sergio Roberto.
And that's just true.
Eric Garcia was the
Look
best
at the league
defender. If he was the best defender, you guys are slapping them.
No, the thing is now you have to think about this. Koundé is apparently back. Now Piqué won't play then, or if he plays, then with Koundé in the right back. And then for me, there is something that I don't like. Apparently, the lineup for Real Madrid will be Modric, Kroos, and Tchouaméni. I don't like this. I want only Modric or Kroos, and I would actually say first Kroos. Why? Because I think the advantage Madrid has is physicality. So put Valverde there and put Rodrigo up front, whatever. Just try to make use. Marcos Alonso is not a defensive fullback. So these kind of things, this is something Ancelotti has. He's very conservative, and this is something I don't like that much.
Okay, so you don't think that he's going to tell Real Madrid to really go on the front foot from the first bit, that he's going to try and allow?
No.
He's going to play the slow game. I think he's going to play the slow game. And I'm going to say more. And another thing I don't like, I think he'll put Alaba above Rudiger. And this season, Alaba has had many mistakes, and Rudiger has been class. And I think Rudiger, being tall, with Lewandowski...
No, but has he recovered from his injury, though, fully?
Yes, he'll be back. He'll apparently be back for
the... But no, I do agree with that. See, for me, I think Modric and Kroos should never play again. Yeah. Because I feel, look, they've done what they've had to do. I think that it's really because these guys, Tchouaméni and Valverde, they've been money. So they have to play. So you have to have these guys in there. And I think because they're so old, you need at least one sage. You don't need two wise. You need one wise man. Have you ever heard a story of the two wise men? No, it's the wise man. It's not the wise man. It's the wise man. You just need one wise man there, and you have the other cohorts in there. So
3 wise men Christmas. But
not only that, Kroos has been flash this season. Imagine. Valverde and Rodrigo should start always. Like they've won it. Valverde and Rodrigo. Then you have Kroos at the beginning, controlling the game, doing a masterpiece as every game he has been this season. And then you put Modric for the last 30 minutes. And he starts doing his thing.
It's my story, okay? In my story, it's one wise man, okay?
In my I forgot one last thing.
One last thing, yeah.
There is a big tax on this game.
Uh-oh.
OVO tax.
Oh, what?
Oh, Drake.
Is Drake going to perform before the kick?
No, they're wearing the owl. It's on the kids.
Yes, they're wearing the owl because Drake broke 50 million streams.
Okay.
Is Drake going to perform before kickoff? That's what I want to know. Is Drake going to perform? And also, sorry, Mike. I'm sorry. Yes.
Is Memphis around?
No. Sorry, Mike. I get what Mike is saying. Whenever Drake wears the jersey of any team, they lose. Drake is going to wear the jersey. He's going to put it on his Instagram post. He's probably going to be at the whole thing. Okay, Blancos, which jinx is stronger, my jinx or Drake's jinx?
I don't know. It's at this point,
it's Drake's jinx.
No. At this point, both you both are kind of you might cancel each other out and it'll be a draw. That's what I'm thinking.
This is different.
Because yours is quite.
No! Don't tell me he already has a picture with the kids already, man.
Here's the issue.
Someone DM it to me so I can.
He's already holding it.
For Chelsea, his favorite 2 players is N'Golo Kante and Reece James, and they're both out of the World Cup.
No, it's not. Who said that's my favorite guy?
You call him low K. You call him low K for a reason.
Do I?
Low K Rejay, man.
Oh god. Oh lord. Oh guys, it's over, man. Yeah, it's over. So Paul and Blancos, I'd like to congratulate you on the win. Because I think it's now confirmed, man. There's nothing I can do.
Roman Abramovich.
There's nothing I can do. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, it's gone.
HH gives someone a nickname. It's game over for them, bro.
It's
He
game
called
over.
wait,
Ramos
So
a
much
long
Barca
time,
fans.
bro.
I want to actually
So
ask Victor something before I do this. So let me just hit this just. I want Victor something. So Ando Ortiz says, I love that the world is celebrating the disgrace that are those cheats who stole Chelsea's 3 attacking players and also justice for 09, that is Barca. They deserve everything that's happening to them, the cheating pieces of crap who stole Chelsea's 2009 UCL. Cheers, HH. Keep doing what you do. Thank you, Ando Ortiz. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro, man. Thank you for the dub, man. Lord Mill, give the dub, Lord Mill. The only time a Premier League team have won any European Cup is when they face another event team in the final.
2005 Champions League final, Liverpool.
Okay, so he says when they face another team from the same league, that's what they're saying. But
Yeah, for England.
apparently, when was the last time an EPL team beat a La Liga team in the final? Someone made this point. I think it was Liverpool against some dudes back in the 2000s.
Alaves in the UEFA Cup.
Yeah, but it's a really bad record. EPL and Liga in the finals.
Bayern, right? Chelsea beat Bayern. Man United beat
Bayern
beat
and not a La Liga team.
Chelsea and
How many times
Yeah,
have
but
English teams
that doesn't matter though.
the Liga teams?
Wait. Let me see. So shout out to your boy Matt B. Matt, what's up, man? I dare Xavi to start Alonso, Roberto, and Piqué, and bench De Jong and Balde. Lastly, for the club, if you have any self-respect, don't beg Messi to come back.
Ricardo
Why?
made that
No.
point.
Hold up.
Yeah.
This is as a wise man. Okay, as a wise man once said, never feel you're too proud to beg. My thing is,
That doesn't sound like what
If-
a wise man would say, but go on.
no. A wise man once said, pride comes before the fall. As Ving Rhames said in Pulp Fiction to Bruce Willis, F your pride. F your pride, man. Sometimes you just need to be humble and just accept what it is. Why shouldn't they beg Messi to come back? And Messi wants to come back. Remember, he never wanted to leave Barcelona just because your boy Bartomeu screwed him over. So Messi actually wants to come back home. And bro, Messi will say, oh, look at what's happened when I'm not back here. If I return, that's as to my legend. Beg him back, why not? Jay Jokin, I see rap happening. Okay, I can't. No. Let's not. Let's move it. Talents FC. Last time United won the CL, Madrid had 9 UCLs and Mbappe was. Oh man. Yes. Do you want? Is this true? Yes, and Blancos, is this true?
Oh, so just quick thing: has Mbappe won the Champions League yet? At all?
So basically, it's true. No. I'm going to Vator.
He's won it yet.
As a Vator as a Canadian. Vator as a Canadian.
Wait.
How do you view Drake? No. Yes. Shh.
Can I please
as a
respond?
Canadian. Okay, yes, respond to this. Okay, what were you going to say?
Why? We at least won a Champions League. We had 3 people here that support Manchester City.
Yes, is this true or not? Is this true or false?
Why are you coming at us? English FC, relax.
Vator,
What up?
as a Canadian, how do you view Drake?
Like his success.
No, just him as a person. Do you feel proud to what he's done to put Canada on
Pick your
the
words
map?
collected.
And do you feel that? Do you feel proud to his support for Barca and everything?
The Barca stuff, it's disappointing because I would have preferred him picking a different club, but it is what it is.
Oh, someone that wears light blue or something.
Yes, please.
I think he made the
Small
easy
jinxes, Man
choice. I think
City.
he made the easy choice with Barca, but as his career as a representative, he's done his thing. Can't hate on the man. I think you label him as an industry plant, do you not?
Yes. No. Yes. Drake and De Bruyne.
Drake and De Bruyne are industry plant.
Not Mason Mount. Not Mason Mount.
He's a teacher's pet.
I thought you said he was the English Messi.
I think I said he's a teacher's pet.
Oh wow.
So,
but Drake's done his thing. Can't hate on Drake. The man has made an amazing career, and where he started, he did start from the bottom. Not the bottom like most rappers.
but the bottom in air quotes.
He started with no rap, and he's done his thing. Can't hate on him.
Okay, so guys, let's do some scores, and we'll move over to Salah. So let me just hit this thing. So guys know what it is? Score. Okay, let me think about this. I have to respect that it's a derby game. I have to respect that. But Real Madrid are the stronger team here. I'm gonna go. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna go for 2-2. I'm gonna go for 2-2. I'm gonna go for 2-2. Paul, score. How do you feel the game's gonna go?
2-1.
To Real.
Yeah.
Mike, what you saying?
3-1 Real.
Wow. Damn. Pat.
I think it's going to be a draw. I think I'm going to go one better, 3-3.
3-3?
Yeah, because look,
Come on,
like
Patrick. So Barca gonna have back-to-back 3-3s.
It's happening. I think it's gonna happen. Like, look, at the end of the day, it looks like Barcelona cannot keep goals away from that goal, and it also looks like Isaiah was asking about Madrid, that have they kept the clean sheet and they don't keep the clean sheet with that team. Look, that's what I feel. I think it's gonna be a 3-3. I feel like it'll be toe-to-toe. But to be honest with you, it's just these guys, Madrid have got juju in the CL, but sometimes they look peak in certain moments. I think this is a draw.
Vader, what are you saying, man?
I keep seeing 4-1, man. I keep seeing 4-1. Real's not worried about their group stage, right?
No.
chilling.
They're apparently
No,
they're
they're done.
They're
done, sorted.
Yeah, and did they not draw in their last CL match?
Shakhtar Donetsk.
Against Shakhtar.
Real's about to do something nasty to Barca. I'm sorry. I'm seeing 3-1.
Eric, man, what are you saying?
2-0.
To who?
2-0.
To who?
To Madrid if it's local.
Okay. That said 0-2. Oh, gosh. Done. Give me a score, man.
All right, it's gonna be 4-2 to Barca. Barca will win 4-2.
Is that a reverse jinx or is that a
I
real
think it's
score?
some sort of.
Okay, I think
It's not.
that's that.
It's not.
You know what? I
No.
think he's no. This is PTSD from what happened last year. I think it's PTSD.
No, what I'm saying is none of the two teams are quite as impressive, and Courtois is not there to bail out.
Why are you so
Madrid in
salty?
case-
Why are you so salty? Why you hate Real Madrid so much, bro? Allow it.
No. If that's his real score, it's his real score.
You know what happened to
Slow
you
down,
last
Mr.
week?
Slow down.
You know what happened to you last week, right?
Patrick.
Yes. You don't want to be talking too much.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Blancos, talk to me. Give me a score, Blancos.
I assume Don Smoke thinks that the two goals that will be scored by Real in that 4-2 loss will be from Rodrigo, but who knows? But as for my prediction in this game, I agree with Paul. I think I agree with 3-1 because I think that Don Ancelotti is going to start slow. We will concede. But this Barcelona, I don't know why you guys are laughing.
It gets me every time, man. It gets me every time.
I don't really understand why you guys are laughing, but
So
fair
okay,
enough.
3-1 to
It
Real
makes
Madrid.
it Friday, yeah.
So 3-1 to Real Madrid.
3-1.
Yes,
3-1.
give me a score. Yes, give me a score. And don't give me an S if we don't have it all day, man. People have lives and everything to go to, So
I don't know. I think 3-2. 3-2 Barca.
ooh, wow.
Yeah,
So,
I
guys-
think Lewandowski scores a two-piece.
All right. So Mike, is your mic working? Then Mike.
No.
Okay, it's working. So Mike, here's the thing right now. At first, I was annoyed.
They beat Rangers.
No,
so
wait.
come
At
on,
first,
come on.
Blancos, with
sorry, AJ.
all due respect to William Wallace, Braveheart, Edinburgh, Kilts, Haggis, and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to hear Rangers or Celtic because I have the complete disrespect to those two teams. So let's just try and be respectful here. So Mike, talk to me. Here's the thing, Mike. Initially I was annoyed. I was like, what? The games are overlapping.
Yeah.
How can I watch Liverpool and City and El Clasico? But then Mike, I was like, wait a minute. Does Liverpool and City still hit the same? Do they still hit the same? Because see, Mike, they want to try and promote it as, these are the two big teams. Because Mike, I did a marketing course. It's a 2-year marketing course, so I know what marketing is. I did a 2-year course in PR and marketing. Liverpool and City, it ain't real. And this year especially, it ain't real. No. See, Barca and Real, as bad as Barca are, we know that could still be a competitive game. Mike, you know, City could really, really beat that ass up. And Mike, I know you're one of those sensible Liverpool fans, and you don't read too much in that Rangers beatdown. I know hat-trick and so forth. Basically, Rangers is Gohan. Wait, who's weaker than Gohan? Rangers is like a centipede.
Gohan is not weak.
Gohan.
Okay, Rangers
Gohan's
is like
pretty strong.
it's like Krillin seed or something. And
No,
City-
Yamcha.
Okay, Growler is Yamcha and so forth. No, hold up. It's wait, you know that old guy with the stick and so forth, that's him. And also City is Ultra Instinct Goku when his hair is like freaking light blue. That's what City are. So the gap between City and Rangers is freaking vast. It's huge. Mike, I'm worried for you. For you, Mike. Because see, Mike, it's you I'm worried for because Mike, Haaland, as we know, no first touch, doesn't pass the eye test. It's horrible to watch as a player.
First touch
It's
thing
like
is a lie.
it's like watching an anvil try to control a tennis ball. Awful, disgusting player and so forth.
Fake news.
And I'm going to fight against him being the face of football because I think he's
Sorry,
disgusting.
HH, bring up-
But he's got to look. Mike, is this the game that Salah says, you know what, Mike, I'm sorry, I apologize. Por favor, let me come back and apologize to you with a 2-piece. Mike, is this where the pharaohs of Egypt, is this where King Tut, is this where Cleopatra, is this where the pharaohs of Tutankhamen say, rise, we built the pyramids, not the aliens. We are here to stop City, and we are here to make sure that him, and him gets wiped their disgusting, arrogant, filthy, stinking smug off their faces.
Where do we start with this game? I'm not gonna lie, this is not a rivalry. This is just something that they had to market because these were the two best teams for the last 4 years. Nobody can deny that in the Premier League. But this is no heated rivalry, right? No. It's not a Liverpool Manchester United. It will never get to that level. It will never because there's hatred. This is more, we respect each other. We competed. City, you've won the Premier League a couple of times. We won it once, but we have mutual respect. There's no rivalry, and especially this year because Liverpool are just terrible. I am taking nothing into that game from 7-1 against Rangers because we were terrible in the first half. We should have been down 2-0. Somehow we won the game 7-1. Though one of the weirdest games I've ever seen. The problem for Liverpool is Konate didn't train today. It's the same thing as Thiago last week. He didn't train. Let's see if Konate does not play. Oh, we're gonna get absolutely smacked. We're gonna get Lara Crofted, as HH says, because.
So if it doesn't play, it's with Matip and Van Dijk.
No, Matip is injured. It's gonna be Nat Phillips.
Wait, no, I thought Kante. Isn't Kante?
Yeah, but Konate he didn't train today. But
so he's Konate is doubtful.
He's gonna play. He's gonna play.
I think
Mind
Konate.
games.
I think
Mind games.
it is mind games also because it was the same thing for Thiago last week. But we'll see with Konate because he is coming back from long-term injury. First off, we have to worry about.
Sorry, is this at Anfield or
Yeah,
at
it's
the
Anfield.
Had?
Yeah, it's Anfield.
Okay, Mike. Before I give it to you, Mike, here's the thing, Mike. Now I'm even more worried because Mike, if City come and beat you at Anfield, Mike, I think like in Get Out where they did that whole mind thing.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like a lobotomy on your mind. I think that could just break Liverpool. So I'm actually even more worried because you can't get beat down at Anfield. Mike, take it away.
Yeah, we don't really get beat down at Anfield with the crowd. I know City fans will come when they won 4-1 when Foden put a masterclass on us, but that was no fans. Liverpool, if they play this 4-2 formation that they've been playing for the last couple of games against this City side with their midfield, we're going to get destroyed. One, we got to worry about Haaland. We got to stop the service to Haaland. So we got to stop De Bruyne. We got to stop Foden. We got to stop Bernardo Silva. Foden always turns into prime Messi against Liverpool. I don't know what it is with Phil Foden. The guy actually turns into prime Messi. He's always clutching the games. And then we got to stop Haaland. I mean, we did in the Community Shield, but that's the Community Shield, and HH overreacted about that, going crazy about, oh, Haaland's a dead striker, this sort of stuff, and, and then look what happened.
Mike,
Look what happened.
Mike, we're actually talking about the game.
Darwin
on
Núñez
Sunday,
is
like
better.
Mike, we don't
Darwin
talk about the
Núñez is
past.
better. He's gonna score.
Mike,
Who's gonna
we look at
score
the
goals?
future.
Great
Darwin.
Great point.
So,
Yeah, true.
Mike, we talk
That's
about the
true.
future. That's in the past and everything. So, can we just focus on the future? Thank you very
So-
much for that. Thank you.
No,
Also,
dude.
no Luis Diaz. We're probably gonna have to play Jota left wing, who actually has been very good this season. I gotta say, Jota's overall gameplay has actually been much improved compared to last year. But I'm still not confident, because once we beat Bournemouth 9-0, we barely beat then Newcastle, then we drew to Everton, and then we got smacked by Napoli. So, what sort of there has to be a sense of pride with this team now. You cannot go into this game against Manchester City, a team who basically psychologically defeated you last season, and it's clearly affecting this team. Psychologically, they beat you down. So how are you going to respond in this game? It's like in boxing, right? You get punched, uppercut. How are you going to respond? You're going to get up, or you're just going to go back down like you're AJ and just give up, like against Anthony Ruiz. So what is it going to be? I hope it's like a Mike Tyson get up and take the fight, but I'm not gonna lie, HH. I have no honestly. I think we're gonna get smacked. I really do. I have no. The only confidence I have, it's at Anfield. That's the only.
No,
confidence
it's not
I
for
have.
me. For me, that's why it's so interesting. So before I come to Eric, my thing is that if Liverpool lose, I think this could be the thing that really derails their season, and especially if they get beat. Because remember, it was last season where I think Salah scored twice, but City outplayed you guys at Anfield, but Salah just scored those two goals. So City, like, bro, if ever there's a time to really beat Liverpool at Anfield, it is this time right now, especially with what Haaland is doing. So I think that if Liverpool can stand firm, maybe it could be something that can psychologically help them. But I feel, especially what happens at Arsenal, if it's a back-to-back loss, especially this being at Anfield, woo. Eric, talk to me, man, and I'll come to you some more. So Eric, Liverpool and Thingy, how do you view this? We know that these guys don't speak fluent CL like a certain team in blue and so forth. Do you think
but
that City, they know what?
Yeah, they know how to win Premier League titles.
That they stole?
I think Liverpool might get devalued and deconstructed. No, I'm serious.
Eric, it's at Anfield. Eric, it's
It
at
is,
Anfield.
yes,
Have some
true.
respect.
So maybe it might be 3-0 instead of maybe 6. No, but look, I think Liverpool are in trouble. It's at Anfield. It's a difficult game with the fans, the atmosphere. But when Liverpool are playing this poorly, and I remember it was a similar time when they were playing badly. It was a similar time. I think when Matt already mentioned it, when there were no fans. I think Chelsea beat Liverpool. Liverpool had a shocking record at Anfield, no fans and everything. But at the same time, the team was playing very poorly, and I know they had injuries. Fair enough. But I can't remember the last time Liverpool played this badly. They're playing worse than they did then. So I think that with the fans there, maybe it will reduce the score and make it less one-sided. But I think Liverpool need to be very careful. I'm not sure what the game plan will be, but it's going to be tough for them, man.
So do you see Liverpool getting a win at any point here? So do you see a scenario where Liverpool can win?
What's the game after the City game?
West Ham at home, I believe.
Yeah, you can beat West Ham. West Ham are not doing very well right now, so maybe the game after, they can beat West Ham.
Okay, so Liverpool have no chance of winning this game on Sunday at Anfield?
No chance. No.
Wow, smoke. They're saying 4-0. They're saying 5-0. They're saying this is where it ends. They're saying that you're going to put the final sword into the hat and crest of Liverpool.
I think that's already done. Like the moment it became 30 years without a league title, it was the final nail in the coffin. So I think they done it to themselves by being called the Quad Chasers and only coming out with the Karibuki Cup and FA Cup. Right?
That they stole, by the way, if not for that bum-ass Mount, who missed all those chances. Piece of crap.
The took tax, right? The difference between last season and this season is we have someone up front who can bury the chances we had last season.
Let's hope he does that in the UCL.
Both games last season against Liverpool, we could have basically we could have killed them in the first half. If you watch both games, we had the chances. We just didn't have clinical players up front to pray. And the longer the game went, the more belief Liverpool had to even come back in the game. This time, one thing I like about Haaland, that guy is merciless, and you saw it against United. That guy doesn't care if it's a derby.
The best defense apparently for that month. The best defense for the last month.
Not faced Chelsea yet, so.
So that guy doesn't care whether it's a derby, whether it's a third division team. You give him a chance, that guy puts it away. Right?
What's it done against Thiago Silva? Yeah, what are you saying?
Right.
So yeah, give him a chance.
So now the thing is this, right? I see a 6-2 game.
Okay, so Smoke, here's the thing. So we're gonna be really respectful here, because Smoke, we're not this. Smoke, we're not gonna. That's not what I'm going to do here. So Smoke, there is a level of decorum that we have on this thing here, because have some respect for Mike was coming. Smoke, I'm not gonna allow you to say that Liverpool are gonna get
the best part. Listen to the best part. Out of that score, Alisson is the man of the match.
Yikes.
You see. Okay, Patrick. Do you share do you share this abuse and this disrespect of Liverpool conceding 6 goals here? Because I know they're in a bad form and everything. It is still at the field of Anne. Have some respect for the field of Anne. Pat, they're not going to get, because Pat, if that happens, Pat, I think that I will lose contact from the Liverpool fans that I know. Pat, I think that there could be self-harm.
I ain't gonna show up for a couple months. I'll say adios till the World Cup. I'll say adios, people.
Don't leave. We need you here.
Nah,
It's
man.
no, seriously.
6-2. Are you kidding me, Yasir? F off. Nah, I'm out of
I
here.
was
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh,
like-
no.
Don't be like the other Liverpool fans that aren't showing up on the show
Yeah,
anymore.
Hey, bro, I'm showing face here. At least I'm 3v1
They're
here.
too passionate, man. They're too passionate. You see, when you're part of a cult and so forth, you get too emotionally involved. So, no, come on, Victor. If they lose 6-2, I think you're going to be seeing a lot more Liverpool fans turn up at bowling alleys, tennis courts, job centers,
I
and
think the
so
loan
forth.
papers will
But
be
see,
piling up.
HH, that's the problem, man. Because you and me, we're from a different generation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You go down with the ship. You have to go down with the ship, yeah.
exactly. And we grew up where you had to face the bully. You didn't just turn off your social media app and then ignore the world. You actually had to face your bully. That's
Yeah, you
what
had to
we
hit
grew
him in the
up
nuts.
Somebody.
These guys that
Should
are
I
punking out, not
to
showing
knock
out,
down my books? Piece of crap.
I don't rate it. I don't rate
But
it. These guys that aren't showing up.
sometimes if you have the option, it's nice to take the option not to show up. No, that's a nice option.
It
Then
doesn't build-
no.
it
Yes,
doesn't build
then
your
I will
character, man.
judge your character further, because my thing though is it's all about character. You have the highs and you have the lows, and when it's low and so forth, you have to show up. I told you I would have showed up for the Mbappe thing, but I was having internet issues. Trust me, I was. I had all loaded up on everything. The Mbappe thing, but I had the internet issues, so you have to show up with the highs and the lows.
What happened to the Juve Real Madrid post match? What happened?
Internet
to
issues. I had other internet issues and so forth. So, Pat, do you agree that City are going to give birth to a baby boy named Liverpool Football Club on Sunday? Because, Pat, if that happens, Pat, I don't think Twitter will be able to take the amount of vitriol and the tears from Liverpool fans. Because, Pat, isn't there a part of you that has some sympathy, some love, some empathy?
No.
Okay.
Look, to be honest with you, that's the reason why I don't have sympathy for Liverpool is because when you're winning sometimes in life, it's good to be humble. But there was never humbleness from Liverpool fans. Like they put it in your face. They're like, oh, look at this. Oh, even though Pep has done this, we would never swap him. Klopp is the best. Right?
He was
me and
voted
Klopp
manager of the season last season, Patrick. For what?
Yeah, I
What did he
know.
do?
I know. Let me keep going.
But Pat, when you wait 30 years to drink water after drinking sand dunes, you're gonna be jumping up and down.
I know.
So
but don't-
I mean, come on, give them a little bit of leeway of like they were super
For the
excited.
squad called one of
Pat,
the biggest clubs in England.
When you guys eventually cheat your way to your first UCL, you're gonna be jumping up and down, and you're gonna be fully overjoyed.
Yeah, but
look, I get
we're
it.
not
But
gonna be
I get it.
throwing
But
in
I
people's
think
face.
they were extreme. Like they're in the
Me too.
media. They're everywhere. Like when you're doing the combined X for Liverpool, and even though that moment that players are not informed, they will argue with you. Like I've been on streams. They call me to the streams, Liverpool fans, and they'll argue with you. You're like, are you serious? Your player is not
Best
as good
defenders
as you
in the
think it
league.
is. Yeah. So you know
Best
what,
back line.
HH, I want to say this to Liverpool fans, and I hope you're listening. it's Anfield, right? And things happen at Anfield. You never
Yes.
know things happen at Anfield.
They're very strong. It's still a fortress.
Yeah, it's a fortress. But if you guys, we come to you guys right now, as I'm talking about this Man City, not the one maybe weeks ago, comes to you and you manage to beat us, or you manage to hold on to a draw and go the 90 minutes, I think it will build your character a lot, because this Man City is different. After what Madrid did to us, Madrid sacrificed us. I'm telling you, my friend from America called me when Mario scored the goal. My friend from America called me and said, "Patrick, congrats, you're going to the final." And something told me don't celebrate. There was just something that I just sat on that chair looking, saying, something ain't right.
Patrick,
here
it was a
still.
dagger. Patrick, that was a dagger.
Yeah.
Patrick, I thought you were through. Patrick, I thought you were through.
Yeah. Do you know why I thought something wasn't right?
Everyone.
When Mario scored, do you know who was laughing? Benzema stood and he laughed. Benzema didn't go like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" He laughed. Look at the clip. He laughed. He went like this, laughed, and pointed at Modric like, "Okay, let's bring on Rodrigo." So look, what I'm trying to say is, after that Madrid did to that, even Pep talked about
City matured, right? That's
yeah.
your point.
It looks like City adopted that from Madrid, and they don't want to give up this season. When you are beating them 2-0 or 3-0, they want to come back. So Liverpool is going to have to lock up defensively. That's where the issue is. Because I was watching.
So you say that Real Madrid has woken up a demon in City.
No, they told us something. And I think even Pep accepted. Because Pep said in his press, he said it as a joke, saying, after Madrid, we looked like we've copied the never die mentality of them, saying it doesn't matter how many minutes. So what I'm trying to say is, I was watching the game versus Rangers and Liverpool. I told Veta when I was doing a show with him. I saw that Rangers were ripping Liverpool apart.
But they don't have the quality. But they don't have the quality.
So
yeah, in fairness, Mike said the same thing. Mike just said the same thing.
I'm saying now take the ripping apart. It's De Bruyne, Silva, Gundogan, and it's Foden, even Jack Grealish, and it's Haaland. And those chances are going to Haaland, and they're not going to a Rangers player who's nervous. And Haaland doesn't care, and Foden doesn't care. And don't forget that Jack sacrificed Liverpool 7-2 before in his life, so he knows I can get at these people. I have a feeling that unless Liverpool play the best game of their life, I have a feeling we're going to get body bags and I have a feeling we
No, you know what? I think what you're saying is correct. When it comes to Paul, then to Vita, then yes, yeah. What you're saying does scare me because, and I think even Mike alluded to it, which is the point of Vita, is that Rangers, they opened them up, but if you don't have the quality, boom. But what is danger is if Liverpool are that naive defensively and the midfield doesn't work hard to get it back, you get back. And here's the thing though, you're right. I see an eye of the tiger in City. City, they watched Rocky 4. They watched Rocky 4 because, is that Rocky 3 or Rocky 4?
Rocky 3 is with...
when he comes back when he's beat down.
No. Wait. Which one is Eye of the Tiger? Is that Rocky 3?
That's Rocky 3.
Rocky 3. Oh no, Rocky 4 is Hearts on Fire. Okay, Rocky 3. Yeah. So they watch Rocky 3. So they have the Eye of the Tiger, which is that. Because I saw what City were doing to United. I was like, these guys, they're enjoying this. They like this. So City are like, this is the English media's darling, Liverpool and so forth. Okay, this is what we're now going to do to the media's darling. We're going to really crush. So I think City are going to go out to really beat the crap out of them. Because psychologically, it will be a huge boost for City, and mentally, it could be horrible for Liverpool. Paul, talk to me.
Oh, wait, can I say one last thing?
Go for it, Pat. Go.
They like the thing I love and why I'm saying I had a feeling that, okay, it's Anfield. But what I love about this game is no matter how bad Liverpool are, Klopp is so stubborn, and I love that because it's the same as Pep. He doesn't care. He's still going to push up and play a high line. And that's what I'm going to enjoy.
Mike, call your boy. Mike.
The bus? Yeah.
Tonight's call Klopp.
You get it?
To be honest, I'd rather just go toe-to-toe because if we just park the bus, I think we're going to concede more than that.
Okay. So before I go to Paul, Mike, if you were the manager, toe-to-toe or try and change it up to something that City are not used to.
Do you think Klopp is going to go 5 in the back formation? Because that's
no. Mike, I said you. Mike, I said because we know what Klopp is going to do. So if you're in charge right now and Liverpool have been through what they are, I do still say let's go toe to toe, and it is what it is because we know what we can do when you go to the toe. Or you let's just try and do a plan.
Do you know what I would do? I would play 5 in the back. I would play 3 in the midfield and just compact the midfield so they cannot provide any service to Haaland. That's the way you, I think, try and eliminate this Man City attack.
Oh, no. But Mike, you see, this is the issue. You should have Haaland. Gundogan can get it. Foden can get it. De Bruyne can get it.
That's why you got to get press up to the midfield so that they cannot create the service. Then all you want to do is just try and force it out wide. I would say against City, just force it out wide. Haaland is good in the air, but he's not the most fantastic. He's not Benzema level, I would say, or anything like that.
To cross.
You can't do that. See, the thing is, like, City's last game was against Southampton, right, or something like, or was it?
Yes, yeah. Every team has a weakness. Every team has a weakness, and I can see in the eyes of Smokovic and Party. I know they can see the weakness.
I think it was Southampton. They tried their best to prevent
Southampton
from not beating them.
Yes, it's
right?
Southampton.
Hold on.
Yes, let them come to the bridge. Yes, let them come to the bridge. Come to the bridge. Vaisal, Patrick, Smoke, come to the bridge. Well, I'm waiting for you at the bridge.
But here's the thing, AJ. You try to stop Haaland from scoring, right? You know who kills you? Everyone else. Then what are you gonna do? Do you want Phil Forward in it? The brother to do their thing.
Okay, wait, hold up, Paul. No, hold up, Paul. So, Paul, your club. How do you beat this City team? Because see, I'm seeing a lot of arrogance here, and I don't like it. There's a lot of arrogance here. I don't like it. I'm seeing a lot of smallness here. But Paul, Paul. I want you to be David. How do we bring down Goliath? Okay, I want you to be Frodo. How do we break down Sauron? I want you to be Luke. How do we break down Darth Vader? I want you to be Goku. How do we bring down Frieza? Talk to me.
Fight fire with fire. What did Madrid do? Score more goals than City. You can't you can't put a low block against City because they have also. It's not just balls to Haaland. It's not just Phil Foden. It's just they have Cancelo from outside. They have De Bruyne. They have good mid-range shooters as well. It's not like and if you put crosses, eventually probably Haaland will get one. So I don't think a low block is the option. By the way, Liverpool doesn't have a team that is good playing defensively. Like it's not about what you can play, but also what your players can do best. Imagine City going low block. Like that's not what they do because their players are not that good in defensive football, and it's fine. It's just it's a style. Now, I think the key is just going all out, scoring, going hyper aggressive, scoring more goals than City. That's it. It's just that in the sense of accept.
And do you believe that Liverpool, the way they've been playing, they can do that against the City team?
I'm gonna say something. In the Liverpool Arsenal game, to be honest, I saw glimpses of something that Liverpool can play incredibly good. Because actually, the midfield, thanks to Thiago, basically the midfield of Liverpool was able to actually control the ball in some instances of the game, and Darwin I think Darwin is starting to really play well.
Darwin, okay.
Darwin,
he's got back-to-back games with goals. AJ, respect Charles.
I mean, taking the distances obviously between Haaland and Darwin. I'm not comparing them, but I think he's starting to find his place in the team. Obviously, I think the massive favorites are City, but I think Liverpool they have to go all out, man. They have to accept that they're going to concede 3-4 goals, and they have to think we have to score 6, 7, 8. They're not going to score that, but they have to mentalize that we have to be hyper aggressive. The only way for City not to win is for them to be, let's say, how is it said?
Conservative, sit back.
You're not going to make City sit back. The thing is, you have to make them feel that they can't control the game. You have to make a lot of fouls. You have to make a lot of passes. Dirty football. That's what Liverpool have to do. Break the rhythm. Guardiola likes to have a rhythm in possession, in play style. You have to break the rhythm. It's the same Inter did with Barca. It's the same. A lot of fouls. You waste time, whatever. It's not about wasting time. It's about they can't get 5 passes because there's always something. And they will.
See, that is smart. But I just don't think Klopp has that in him to try and take them out of the element. I feel Klopp is going to fight fire away with fire. He starts trying to say, let's have some tactical fouls. Let's try and pull some guys down.
He's an
okay. So Vaisal, 4, 5, another 3-piece for Haaland, yeah.
Oh, just another shout out. That's another shout out. Michael, you said Foden turns into Messi when he comes to Anfield. He's more happier now. He's just signed a 5-year deal today. and he's having the best season of his life, more than the times. He's
Let's
at
hope that
6 goals,
contract
second highest scorer.
includes a UCL.
I was going to
Let's
say
see-
that.
Look at this guy's
the
age.
contract.
That's
Let's
important.
see if the contract makes
Yeah.
him play better and not worse, like what happened to Salah.
Yeah, exactly.
There we
That's
go.
the
There we
third
go.
point.
Becoming
Yeah.
Money is the roots of all
Contract
evil. Money is the roots of all evil. So, Victor, talk to me. So, another 3-piece for Haaland.
You know what? That's not even important. The number of goals we get from Haaland is not the important thing. What's going to be important is us getting this win and us causing attacks from every possible angle. I don't want it just centrally focused on Haaland. I want every City player to be a threat on that pitch. You want to cut off the supply line. There's another supply line that you have to go after. You cut just like Hydra. You want to cut off one head. There's two other heads are going to pop up. That's what I want to happen with City. You pick your poison, and then Pep adjust and attack the other way. Have you guys watched Bloodsport?
Yeah, of course. What the hell? When he goes blind, of course, man. What the hell?
Last which one? 1, 2, 3.
You're familiar
No,
with
no, Pat.
Kumite.
There's only one blood spot
There's only
film.
one.
The rest
There's
don't
only
matter. There's only
one
one. Come on.
If you're familiar
Blood
with the Kumite, Bloodsport.
Yes, yes. Shh. No,
yes,
wait
you
for
gotta do your
getting
homework.
this.
You gotta do your homework. Similar to when we were talking about the Barca and Real Madrid and what City did to United, I as a fan, for what we've had to deal with them and us going back and forth for seasons, I want them to quit. I want to see them. I want to see players on that pitch. I want to see frustration on Klopp's face. I want to see quit in their face. I want them. What was the term in Bloodsport? The tap out term. You had to say it. He said, "Say it." He said, "Say it." I think it's Mate or Matai.
It's been ages since I watched them, man. It's been ages, man.
Same. That's what I want. As a City fan, that's the type of match that I want to experience. We're playing in Anfield. I want them to go after him. I agree. I think Klopp isn't going to change his style in a sense because you're home. You're at Anfield. You have to play your style of football. Is he going to sit back and try to absorb pressure and try to catch us on a counter? I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's still going to play his heavy metal type football with the players that he does have, and maybe more so catch with quick reactions, quick transitions and counters. I think he's going to try and do that. But sitting back and absorbing it, no. If it's Haaland, if it's Foden, if it's KDB, if it's Silva, if it's Cancelo, if it's Grealish, if it happens to be Alvarez subbed on, if it happens to be Gundo subbed on, if it happens to be Cole Palmer subbed on, I don't care. I want them to put as many goals as possible. If that happens, I'm going to be happy as a City fan with regards to this matchup, because there's times where your opponent, they're down. They've tripped, they've fallen. I don't want us extending a hand to pick them up. I want us putting our foot on them and knocking them back down. We're not going to have many opportunities like this against Liverpool.
No, but why though? If you don't view them as a true rival, why isn't just beating them?
I never said that. I don't see them as the historic, bloodshed, rip out your eyes type rival. But the last 4 or 5 years, it's been them. It's been them and us, and they've been frustrating. It's been them, and on top of that, and mad respect to Mike. The other Liverpool fans that you just mentioned that may not be showing their faces during these tough times, those are the ones that have been bothering me. Before even getting on this show, I've been watching this show. Patrick told me about it. Don Smoke told me about it. I've been watching it. I'm like, who are these fans? I need to get on here. I need to deal with them. It hasn't happened yet. And I don't think it's going to happen based off of where Liverpool's at for this season. But they have been talking crazy. Last season, the quad talk was nuts. I heard them disrespecting Pep.
There's certain people that haven't been seen since the CL final. Or just keep
tell them, Blancos, tell them. There's certain people that aren't showing up. I don't even think. I think they've changed Abbeys. They've changed Abbeys. They're kind of disassociating themselves from Liverpool. Those are the fans that made Sunday so important for me, because they've been talking the most crazy talks, disrespecting Pep, and the reason why Liverpool are in the mess that they're in right now is because when you have a manager saying you have the best player from position, when you have a manager say you have the best team, and that best team only comes out with those two trophies that they don't even respect or rate, what more can they do now? The best team possible, we're only able to get those. How do you then get yourselves up to challenge the next season? A lot of it is mental, and the mentality monsters are not showing it.
So no, I want to come on to Mike. So Mike, I mean, like, so you've heard what the guys have said and so forth. Is there pressure on how critical do you view this game? We know that Liverpool right now, the title is now gone. It's now fighting for top 4. But basically, just at the historic history between them. Because my thing though is, let me just try and set it up for you, is that I still feel that the reason why I think this is important is it's Liverpool are at home, and yet even if there may be a gap this season, this is still a mini historic rival based on the last 3 years at least. And I think Liverpool still want to say, no, we're still here. We're still standing. We're not going to allow you to punk us. So do you think that from that point of view, it is important that Liverpool do not lose? Because I do feel that it could have a huge psychological impact, specifically because of how you lost against Arsenal, a team who you normally beat home and away. To now lose this, could this really be a true massive body blow that now puts even much more pressure on Klopp? So that's why I feel like for Liverpool, they have to. A draw, but I think Liverpool must not lose.
So you're saying that Liverpool have more pressure to win this game than City?
1,000,000,000%. Because
who's heading into way better form into this game?
Mike, if City lose, it doesn't derail anything, because let's be real, with all due disrespect, Arsenal are not doing anything this season in the league. So them winning, losing, or drawing, City over the 38 games, as we've seen in previous years, they're good. And with Haaland, we know that even if they lose this game, they're still going to be good. For Liverpool, the amount of questions that we're asking of them, how badly they've started, losing against Arsenal now, to lose this, a Liverpool loss will affect them more than a Man City loss. I think that is the reality. Because back-to-back losses, a loss at Anfield to a team like City, specifically the manner of it, it's going to harm Liverpool more. But if Liverpool were able to win and to beat, Mike, I'll give this to you. This is what I'll give you. If Liverpool beat City, but beat them badly and outplay them, that could be something.
Well, it could be something, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. I can't see us outplaying this City team at the moment. But look, if we win this game, it's going to be, honestly, all I just want is a performance. That's all I want. I just want to see that we're going into the right direction. The second half against Rangers, good. Now, can we continue that against the best team in the world at the moment? That's all I want to see. I could care less if we lose.
Will give you a performance. You get a performance from Alisson.
Well, Alisson has been our best player alongside Luis Diaz.
Firmino also is doing good.
Firmino's doing very well, but I don't know if he starts. I don't know. Actually, no. To be fair, he will start because Luis Diaz.
He has to start, but no, because Firmino. You know what? Respect. You know why you have to respect Firmino, and it's funny how life works. Salah gets the big contract. Oh, Salah. And you know what? Yeah, because he's done well the previous season
as well. His contract.
No. Hold up. But shout out to Firmino though. The amount of times that Liverpool have needed someone to score. Did Firmino score twice against Arsenal? Or he scored once?
Scored twice against Rangers.
Yeah, so every time that they've needed Firmino to come up, Firmino has come up clutch. And remember, before the season started, Firmino was the bench guy. He was the guy of like, should he be here, should he be sold? So shout out to Firmino, who has come in and stepped up when he was supposed to be the discarded guy.
Okay, we're forgetting one key point. The difference between all the previous matches is there's no Sadio Mane. People don't understand how good Sadio Mane was for Liverpool against Man City, right? And most Man City fans will know that everything, even that whole press, Mane used to trigger it, right? And that's why you see right now it's a bit disjointed. Without Sadio Mane there, I don't mind. Yes, Jota is clinical and stuff, but Jota on the right or on the left is
they can't win without Mane. If they can't beat City without Mane.
And they don't even have Diaz either. So
no, don't do this.
And Diaz is not there, so that trickery as well is gone. Jota is good within the box, not outside of it. So that's why I gave them 2 goals, right? Hence I said 6-2.
I just remember that.
That's not real. Is that Photoshop?
Relax. I just remembered who's going to play right back for Liverpool.
Joe Gomez. So that's at least good.
Gomez.
defensively strong.
Well,
Who's
wait,
playing
Mike,
right
Mike,
back
I have a
for City
question.
because Kyle Walker's out?
We got
Well, they
options.
We
have-
have
Akanji. It's
Yeah,
Akanji.
we have
Akanji is
Akanji,
good.
we have Cancelo. Don't worry about us. Us we Gucci, man.
No, I
Hey,
have a
it's-
question, Mike. Do you
My
guys,
bag is Akanji.
Go
what
ahead,
was the
yes, sir.
scoreline between you and Bournemouth again?
9-0. I told you it was the goal difference. If we didn't win 9-0,
Wait, hold
we'd
up.
be.
So wait. Just put the table back up. I wanted to see something. I don't know. I thought it was
hold
my
on.
eyes. Are you behind Bournemouth?
Heck yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
they are, yeah.
Oh my god.
How? How?
Oh
All right.
my God.
I'm gonna be a little
Can't
bit
you
shameless.
Okay, so Mike, go for it. What is it?
I'm just gonna be a little bit shameless here because I highly rate Cancelo. I highly rate him. Fantastic footballer. Do not let Salah cook him on Sunday. Do not. Remember what happened last season? Do not let that happen, City and Man City fans, because if
Yeah,
that
but
happens
Salah
again
driving-
and he puts in a masterclass, because Salah did perform at Anfield last season. At City, not so much, but I hope now we see the real Salah. Because
what?
look,
I will say
Cancelo is not
this.
the greatest defender.
I will say this. Klopp versus Rangers, Rescue Rangers, Power Rangers, masterclass. He kept Salah on the bench, and he subbed Salah actually the game before that, right? Subbed him off, put on Henderson.
Yeah,
I believe.
against Arsenal, yeah.
I think it was a masterclass in terms of dealing with the mentality of the club. This is my best player. I'm taking him off. He's not right. Everybody needs to fix up. He brings him on in the 68th minute. The game was already in hand. 3-1. They're already up on the Power Rangers, right? 3-1. They bring Salah on. Rangers are already demoralized. They've already conceded the game. What does that do for Salah's mentality? Goes out there and gets a hat trick. Not only that, he gets a hat trick within 6 minutes or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
fastest hat trick, yeah.
Right? Klopp did a masterclass in terms of getting Salah's mind right. I'll give him ratings for that. Whether it's going to continue because we aren't Rangers, we'll have to
And
see.
it probably won't. It probably
But
won't
I'm gonna point this
continue.
out.
Vader, go ahead, Vader.
What? Say that
I'm
again.
thinking to add to Vate's point regarding Salah versus Cancelo. Remember, you had Trent last season. Now the thing is, Trent pushes up, so it allows Salah to go further up. With Joe Gomez, right, Salah will be more isolated.
To be fair, Gomez has actually done quite well going offensive. Obviously, he's no Trent, but Gomez can go forward.
Against Cameron,
No, he did the same thing last season as well when he was playing right back. He actually got.
But
forward
he's
quite
naturally a
well.
central defender.
Yeah,
though.
he's
That's-
naturally center back. Yeah, of course.
Wait, hold on. So your boy Shadow Hodl who says, "Congrats to Liverpool. I know they'll beat us." It's a reverse jinx, man. Come on, get it out. That's a reverse
In
jinx.
PayPal pick, man. What the fuck is that?
Nah. Okay. Let's do scores, man.
Let me speak on this before you.
Okay. So go for it. Yes, go for it. Yes.
Dear Vater, dear Patrick, dear Don Smoke,
Here comes.
dear everyone, Coutinho, what's the other dude's name? NASA, dear all City fans. I know there's only like 10 of you guys, but anyways, dear City fans around the world, please, do us all a favor. Do the world a favor. Destroy these guys at home. Don't let this slip away. Don't let this opportunity of a lifetime slip away. I am so sick and tired of Liverpool. I am tired of Jurgen Klopp. I am tired of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mohamed Salah, Jota, Henderson. I'm tired. We tired. We done. We finished. We're done. I'm tired of the manager of the year. I am tired of the
So yeah, so you're not twerking for your local rivals to do you a favor.
Actually, let me land, please. Let me land. I was patient. Let me land. I'm tired of the last season manager of the season, Premier League manager season. I am tired of the best team to ever grace the Premier League. I am tired. We are all tired. Please, I am begging you, destroy this team. Please, at home.
Yes, yeah.
Especially
Don't
at
no.
home.
Yes, don't get other guys to do your bidding. You do your dirty voice. No. Yeah, this is sad. No.
Wait,
this
AJ,
is-
can I say something?
Go for it,
Sir,
Mike.
you know what's sad? That Manchester United spent trillions of dollars and you
Okay.
haven't won a single trophy in 6
Okay.
years.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mr.
and you
One
know-
League
yes,
title.
no,
in
no,
30
no,
years.
yes.
No, you haven't won
And that
anything
is
in
fair.
6 years.
Yes, that's
Okay, Mr. One League title. 30
Okay, hold on. Let's
All right,
take some
don't
scores.
Don't mudslink.
Let's take some
Get-
scores. So, let me come. So, Pat, be respectful. Score. City level. Actually, no. Let me hit it. You guys may call me crazy. You may call me mad. You may call me wild. But I'm looking through the universe right now. I'm swimming through the Milky Way, man. And I've, what's the name of that? Is it like Isaac Newton? I've cut open the prison, and I'm coming into the center of the universe, and I'm rising through. Like what's it called? 2001: A Space Odyssey. The bone is turning into a spaceship. What's it called? When Michael Keaton first appears in Thingy, I'm swooping down. I'm swooping down on the evil people. I'm going over the rooftop. I'm looking at guys over the rooftop like this. I'm going through. I'm holding a sword. What's it called? What did he say? Maximus Durilimus Vesulimus.
What is this?
I don't know what he's saying. I think he's
so basically, what I'm saying is, City fans, don't hate me for this. Just know that this is the truth.
Relax. Use your jinx, I beg you. Please.
1-1.
Yeah, thank you.
1-1.
That's what I want.
It's good because you know what it is.
It's not really.
No. Hold up. Hesitate, guys. No. We'll be back here. Haaland, this, blah, blah, blah.
1-1.
Eric,
You're clever.
look into the eye.
No, Eric,
Look into my eyes. Eric,
Eric,
you know me. You know me. We'll be back here, and guys will be like, "Yo, half up, man. I see you, man. I see."
Have hope. You're a clever man.
1-1.
You're a clever man.
1-1. Wow.
Mike, give me a
He
score.
said
Mike,
2-2
give me a
for
score.
the
Do you know what else
El
is funny?
Clasico.
I dare it to be 1-1, and then come back and see me here. Mike, talk to me. What's the score gonna be?
4-2 Man City.
Aye! Mike, do you want to revise that scoreline? Do you want to stick with that? Is that your final answer? Mike?
Lock it in. It's 4-2 Man City.
Okay. Pa.
I'm going to the same score with Mike, because I think out of dignity and pride they'll try to do too. But if Haaland ripped Martinez and Varane, who are in better form than Van Dijk and Matip or whoever they play, I have a feeling that this will be
Tax.
So I think this will be hard. That's
Pass.
what I'm saying,
Liverpool will
even
not lose at Anfield. No, they can't. You can't do that. No.
Oh, by the way, guys. If Man City managed to beat Liverpool at Anfield, apparently Van Dijk's unbeaten run at Anfield will be done.
Okay. So wait. What score are you saying, Pa? What score are you saying?
I'm going with Mike's 4-2. I think they'll come back just out of the pride, but I have a feeling that unless there's something wrong with the refs, I think we will win this. I think we'll win. I think I said the other match, we'll win.
Paul, Regeneration X, talk to me. Score.
I gotta go with them, man. 4-2, man.
What? Wait, what's Oh my God!
I think the same as Patrick, man. Like, I think Liverpool will actually play a better game than the rest of the league games. I think they will improve, but it's Manchester City, man. It's a beast in league, man. At least I don't know what happened in UCL, but in EPL, man, they're gonna rip them off.
Okay.
And honestly, because it's Anfield, it will be 2 goals for Liverpool. But, yeah.
Okay, so you see, I'm going to leave Veto last because I think Veto is in a very pensive mood. So I'm going to leave Veto to last to anchor this whole thing through, because I think he had a lot of thoughts going through his wise mind. So Smoke, I'm going to come to you and give me that scoreline. What's going to happen in the field of Anne come Sunday?
It's going to be 6-2. 3-1
Okay,
first half.
you know what?
1.
All right, you know what? Blancos, and also Blancos, I think you need to move your headphones or anything, because I can hear it some rustling from your microphone and stuff. Let me unmute you. So give me a score.
I'll just hold it.
Yeah.
I actually I'm the only one that think that Liverpool may actually be able to win this game.
Ooh.
I didn't give my thoughts earlier or something like that. So why is everyone? And this is in reverse jinx actually. So, but this is contingent. No, it's not. No, it's actually contingent on Konate being fit. If Konate is fit, and he partners alongside Liverpool, I said last season, I actually thought the Van Dijk Konate partnership was arguably one of the best in Europe, if not in the Premier League. And if that is the case, I think for me personally, I think that especially when Konate was fantastic in the air. I think he scored 3 or 4 goals from set pieces, from headers. Yeah. So because if we're honest, the
the defense has been where, of course, I know Liverpool's attack has been great. But they've had defensive issues. That's been the big thing. It's been their defense. They've been porous, So I'm not saying that Gomez is gonna replace Trent per se. But I think he is probably at right back a defensively better option than Trent is. Let's keep it a stack. And then if you then put Kante and Van Dijk there, I think essentially what I'm saying is that if you combine that with the fact that it's at Anfield and that you'd think in theory their defense will be better, okay, yes, Liverpool's midfield, might be an issue. But I don't know. I just have a feeling this might be a 2-1 to Liverpool. I think people are too, like, you guys are using the Rocky 3 example, but I'm thinking about the Rocky 4 example. When yes, okay, I do, and I think the game will go that way. Like City will batter Liverpool, but like Liverpool at Anfield, they're not going to just surrender. Liverpool don't just surrender.
Wait. Didn't he fight in Russia? He was in Russia.
Yeah,
but the first fight in the States.
Did Los Blancos not say that United would beat City last week? 2 weeks ago.
No, I don't think I ever said that United.
No. No, you never said that.
I don't think I ever said United would beat City.
He said he had a sneaky
Okay, Blancos. So what score are you saying, Blancos? What score are you saying?
I actually think it'll be 2-1 to Liverpool. I think City will dominate the game. I think they'll dominate. I think that for the punch will be difficult. However, I think Liverpool actually might be able to do it.
Yassi, what are you saying, man?
I say 3-2 Liverpool.
Eric, can you please give me a scoreline, please, Eric? Thank you, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure that will. I don't know.
No. It's a reverse.
It was my attempt to win.
No. But before Eric goes, key points. My scoreline is contingent on Konate playing. If Konate isn't playing, I'm willing to say 3-1 to Man City. If it's Nats Phillips and Van Dijk, I'm going to say 3-1 to City, because that is a huge difference if it's Nats Phillips or if it's Konate.
Can I say something? Why are people are making me laugh? If you've watched Liverpool, it's not even only the defense. That midfielder is also, even with Thiago, you can just rip them. So let's not forget, City have got a very good midfield. Bernardo Silva was sitting on the bench, just resting, not doing anything.
Patrick, this is my final answer, and I'm going to keep it. You're not going to change my mind.
You guys are saying as if Konato is the hero. Okay, let's watch him get spin.
Okay, let's see. Okay, Pat. Haaland better score 4 goals. Based on how you're talking, Haaland better score 4 goals on Sunday. Eric, talk to me.
Yeah, I was going to say 4-2, but, 3 people already said that, so that's going to be boring.
No, stick to it. If it's 4-2, stick to it, because that's a famous scoreline.
No, I'm not sticking to it. I'm going to go with I'll just add an extra goal. I'll say 5-3. Oh, sorry, 3-5.
Oh, my. Oh, just say 5-3. Veto. So, Veto, round us off. You're the cannabis of this score, Paula, and so on and so forth. The rap reference. Cannabis always went last on rap features and so forth.
Be careful what you say. This platform is cursed.
Veto, give it to me.
I'm telling you guys.
Now, I'm a very analytical, a very calculating person. Simply just looking at the opponents that Liverpool has faced before playing City, it hasn't fared so well. And no disrespect to those competitions, they're not us. Liverpool they've had 3, this is their third test, their third mission. The first mission was United. They failed that mission. No disrespect to the United fans out here. I believe there's only one because Blancos is on loan. United did their thing. Mission number 2, Arsenal.
It was light work, by the way. Light work.
Arsenal did their thing. Can City, at the bare minimum, do what they saw those 2 clubs do against Liverpool? I would say yes. Liverpool also, in my opinion, don't have the same strength in terms of personnel that they had in those previous matches. Now, I'm not seeing a crazy slapping in terms of score. Unfortunately, I don't. I wish I did, because like I said earlier, I want to see Liverpool fans leaving Anfield. Like I saw United fans leave. That's what I want to see. That's what would make me happy as a City fan. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's what I want to see.
If that happened, I swear I'll use that clip.
Oh my gosh, yo!
No, no,
If that
I'll literally
happens,
start a YouTube channel just to play that clip. Like that would be my content.
Vader, what are you saying? You want Liverpool fans to walk alone?
I want them walking out alone. That will be the
Yeah, so that was a
intro.
trash joke. I'm afraid to continue.
That will be the intro to so many city channels. Trust me. That's my hope. Whether it happens, we'll have to wait and see. But I believe we have better quality than all the teams that Liverpool has faced to date. We've seen examples from Napoli. We've seen examples from United. We've seen examples from Arsenal. I want us to continue the same thing. To give you a score, HH, I don't see a clean sheet, but I also don't see them scoring first. I see a 4-1. I see a 4-1. That's what I'm seeing right now. That may change based off of the starting 11 when it happens on game day. But right now, not knowing the lineups, I'm seeing a 4-1. But it's not a slapping. It's not a slapping.
For me, my two scorelines are. That's what I'm going to do. If Konate plays, no. Okay, here's my thing. My final scoreline. If Konate plays, I'm going to say 2-2. If Konate doesn't play, I'm going to say 3-1 to Man City. I feel that is significant. I know I get it, the midfield and so forth. How much can Konate do? But I do feel it is significant because Nat Phillips and Konate, that is vastly different. So I'm going to say if Konate plays, 2-2. If Nat Phillips plays, it's going to be 3-1 to Man City.
What will happen if in the rare instant that Liverpool actually slaps City? Like, what will happen? What will be the outcome of that?
We won't see Vader. We won't see Patrick.
No.
We will wake up in the morning and realize it was just a dream.
No. You definitely see us. Like Sunday, if there's a hangout, you're definitely seeing us here.
Oh no, Patrick. If we see you, we've got to see you with like a massive apology book and so forth. And basically, you've got to wear your Sunday best because the way Vator, Patrick, and Bron, you have been beyond disrespectful.
No, we have not.
You've been beyond disrespectful. So Mike should demand that you come in here with a double space apology in your blood because you've been hugely disrespectful. So if Liverpool beat you like 4-1. I need you to come on here very respectful.
I'll take Don Smoke's vape and I'll just smoke that at least. That'll at least do on Sunday.
because in football, anything can happen. In football, anything.
Yes, anything can happen. But what would have to happen is at Anfield, refs doing a madness,
red cards,
a red card ejection, wrongful ejection. That's something that would have to happen. Now,
so 11v11, no way.
11v11. No, Don Solskjaer and food poisoning. No, 11v11, it's us to own. Now, I will say this, and maybe I was a little disrespectful saying 4-1. I could see a set piece goal. From Liverpool. And I could see Salah getting one. Salah or Nunez. I could see them getting one. But I do see us winning
Robertson,
by 3.
Maybe.
This is some disrespect, man. Okay, Eric, I'm going to need you with this. Eric, are you there, bro?
No, I'm not there. No.
Eric, can I start first? Because I think I need to.
Blancos, if you play, you don't know. See, Blancos, this is not time for jokes. Eric,
it's not really a joke.
Eric. Eric, man.
Utabi Brown.
Eric, talk to me, man.
Okay, so you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say now because I think it wasn't too long ago on this very stream. Los Blancos reminded us that you jinxed. I don't believe in jinxes. There's no real.
Thank you. I don't as well.
Don't worry, Eric. There's a thing coming.
Jinxes don't exist. It's something stupid.
They don't exist. Trust me. They don't exist, but it's your fault that Reece James got injured. Literally the day after you played that clip, he got injured. So you injured Reece James.
But do you know why this doesn't work? I praise Messi all the time. I praise Cristiano all the time, and they never get injured.
No, you don't. You give them hate as well. You say
so
prodigy.
So that's my thing. So Eric, don't buy into the narrative. It's not real. That James
No,
thing
it's
is real.
not. It's not real. Of course, yeah. I don't
No,
believe it. Sorry.
okay. Because Kante, that's a larger discussion I want to have, and that's a very emotional discussion. But Eric, I think to miss the World, because I think here's the thing, though. It's, do you know why it's not so bad for Chelsea? The World Cup break. So a lot of his recovery is going to be that World Cup break. So really, he should be back. Because basically, if the World Cup was in the summer, wow, that means he misses the December game, the November game, so that'll be bad. So the only upside is at least when he only missed like what, 3 games? You
Yeah,
know?
as messed up as it sounds, him getting injured now is probably a good thing for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Because he misses the World Cup. We don't have to worry about
So he come back refreshed. Yeah.
We'll see how he comes back. We'll see.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe he might be able to. Maybe I don't. They never said how bad it is. They said it's just worse than they thought. So I don't actually know the details.
So he's definitely missing the World Cup, or is still touch and go?
We don't know. I don't know if he's definitely missing, but he might.
Can
I think it's
Can I say something fast about that? I think even if Kante recovers mid World Cup, Tchouaméni is going to play above him because he
it's
will
Reece
have
James.
more.
Oh, Kante. Okay.
Oh yeah, no. So, but this we'll get to Kante. We'll get to, because Kante, that's a whole discussion.
Okay,
but Eric, I see. No, my thing though is, look, I think from the England and Chelsea point of view. So you said for the Chelsea point of view, it's bad, but not so bad based on the World Cup break.
Yeah.
England have Kyle Walker. Trent ain't touching that damn pitch unless Southgate wants to self-harm.
Kyle Walker's injured.
But he's missing the World Cup though.
I think I don't know.
He'll be
right?
back. He'll be back.
See, Reece James, it is pretty likely he may miss the World Cup. So my thing though is that how much of a blow is this for Reece James? Because I think he could have been one of the. He would have been huge for England and been one of the stars for the World Cup if he had gone.
If Reece James, we're talking as if we know he's missed for sure, but let's just assume that he's definitely missed out and he won't be involved. If he isn't, then it's a huge blow for him personally. I think we would have missed out on a very obvious. Basically, it would be a showcase as to why there shouldn't even be a conversation between him and Trent right now, because I mean, it would just be very clear.
Eric, people have gone off the Eric. Reece James is probably the best right back in the world right now.
No. Look, I said this for years. I've been saying this for a long time. People didn't catch on quickly, but maybe they've caught on now. Reece James is the best right back, and he's the best wing back, right wing back, right back in the world, 100%. Disagree if you want, it's a fact. So
can we come down that
wait. Eric is speaking fluent. Eric is speaking fluent. Eric, no. Eric, continue. Eric is speaking fluent. Continue. No. Look, I'm going to start muting guys, man. I'm going to start muting guys. Eric, continue.
Yeah, thank you. So before I was rudely interrupted. So I was saying Reece James is the best right back in the world and best right wing back in the world. And it's a huge blow. And it's a huge blow for Chelsea, obviously. Nobody could have anticipated something. It happens. It's football, right? It's it's just a sad situation. And we have to rely on Aspi. Hopefully not too long. So yeah, but we can manage. Hopefully we can manage. Yeah, it's just sad, man. Hopefully, I don't think it's going to be that bad.
I dare Aspilicueta to cost us the next, because I get it. It's Salzburg and it's Zagreb. I dare that bomb to cost us the next round. It should be fine, but I freaking dare.
No, he won't. No. So, Aspi is fine, and he had a good game when he came off. What game was that against? What was that?
Is it Milan?
No. It was in the league. We caught them open really easy. Was it Southampton? No, it wasn't. We beat them 3-0.
Oh,
Wolves. Got them already.
Wolves.
He was really good against Wolves, and I was surprised. So maybe he can play a few games, and then hopefully Reece James is back after then.
Okay, Eric, let's not get to where it gets real.
So, sorry, HH, you're going to let him say that Reece James is the best right back in the world?
Veto, when a guy is speaking fluent trophy and fluency, there's nothing I can say.
Who is then Vader?
Now, Eric.
It's Cancelo. Cancelo's the best left
back. No, it's not. No.
Yes, it is.
Can Cancelo?
He can't defend.
I'm sorry.
Is Cancelo a better defender than Reece James? No.
No, but is Reece James a better attacker than Cancelo? No.
I'm sorry.
If you balance everything out, the gap between the attacking and the defense, Reece James is a far better defender than Cancelo. Cancelo is maybe a little bit better attacking wise.
No, he's not a little better.
Have you seen Reece James' crossing? Look,
I can't.
this is not up for
Did
arguments.
this
Have
guy
you
say
seen
close?
Cancelo's
Reece James is the best right back in the world, and this is not up for
No.
debate. Now, Eric, let's talk about goal okay. Let's talk about goal okay. Dorian Paul, I'll come to you. Let's go, Eric.
This is, by the
Eric,
way, you
Eric,
pissed off
yes,
English
I'm
fans
begging you,
that
Eric. Eric, please, Eric, now talk to me, Eric. Eric, he's my
You did it
favorite
again.
Chelsea player
Yeah,
currently.
you did it again. Favorite.
Okay,
How's
I'm gonna mute yes. So, Eric, he's my favorite Chelsea player currently right now. Eric, why, man? Because Eric, do you know what this means? He can't get that contract.
He has no leverage whatsoever. I mean, imagine arguing that you deserve a 4-year contract and then you get injured after.
Oh wait, hold on, Eric. Who's to blame? Someone
club.
ran him to the
Have
ground.
hope.
We know
Have
who's
hope.
to HH. Let's not go there, because when we go there, I'm going to start talking about your guy Roman. So let's not go there.
What?
Because
What's the injury though? What's the injury?
It's
it's
a
a
hamstring.
hamstring.
Hamstring. That's soft. That's
No,
light.
he
That's
was
light.
coming
but he-
back from a different injury. that
When-
he
I
got
told
a
you
hamstring.
guys that Pogba and him had.
It's a recurring thing. Did you know? I think they said he's only played 2 games this season. So because it must be a extreme one, because Julian Laurent says that he's out of the World Cup. You see, Reece James is doubtful. Kante is definitely out of the World Cup.
Reece James has played 2 games this season.
No. Kante has played 2 games.
Kante, okay.
Julian Laurent said that for sure 100% is out of the World Cup.
Out for 3 months. He's out for 3 months.
You know
3
who I
months.
blame? You know who I blame? I blame Didier Deschamps, and the
Yes.
you have to blame that, because Didier Deschamps doesn't. I don't want to say anything personal about the guy. He played for Chelsea, but this guy, I mean, let's be honest. He doesn't really.
He ran into the ground. He
doesn't
ran
care
into the
about
ground.
the welfare of his players, especially players who look a certain way. We'll leave it there. But I mean, come on, man. This guy doesn't care. He smiles and everything. I love Kante. Blah blah blah. You only love what he's doing for you on the pitch. You don't actually care about him as a, athlete.
I have a question for you.
That's unfair. That's
No,
unfair.
wait. Eric is still speaking Fluence Trophy. He's still speaking Fluence Trophy. Eric,
because
continue.
You blame Didier Deschamps.
No. Eric is still speaking Fluence Trophy.
No,
Eric,
no.
continue. Eric.
When your national team manager plays you into the ground, plays you in friendlies, that doesn't even
But
matter.
Chelsea played them
Don't
to the
even
ground
matter.
as well.
That's what I'm saying.
They
It's
did.
both.
Let's be
It's
honest.
true.
They
It's
did.
true. But it's both. It's Deschamps and it's also the club. Sarri and Conte. These guys, whenever Kante is available, week in, week out, every single game, he plays 90 minutes. He doesn't get a rest. And even before the Europa League final, he got he got injections, and then he plays. Fantastic game, but he wasn't even supposed to play. Like, he was a doubt before the game. And then you're wondering why all of a sudden he's injury prone. Like, this is the fault of the club. We have run him into the ground many times. And so it's a difficult situation, because you kind of blame him for being injured, but then you can't, because he's only doing his
how
job.
can you blame him when he's never going to complain? He's never going to complain because of fatigue. And you know that the guy does the job of 2 or 3 players, and because managers know that he does the job of 2 or 3 players, they're going to play him, and they'll never give him any rest. Whenever did you ever see Kante be given a rest? I know that when he plays, he is doing way more work than anybody on that pitch. So, and I think, as the guy on Twitch said, because this is what I was even saying to Daniel, he's got to go the Makelele route. You have to redefine your game to be less physical. But what manager is going to now care about Kante's well-being and be like, you know what, redefine it? Once he's back fit, starts. I'm like,
But HH, Kante's game was never going to be sustainable in the long run, right? Because
that's why he needs to redefine it.
Exactly. So the injuries were just a matter of time, right? Because this
But
guy,
Don
as you
Smart,
said,
he didn't.
he runs.
No, but he didn't have to do what HH is saying and Eric's saying. It's like, if you had basically another DM or another person that with legs, Kante would not have to do all that.
But that's the whole point. Because Kante was so effective, why did you have to go another DM? Because he was already effective.
HH, you're missing the
that's
point.
a small
You know what I'm
mentality,
saying?
man.
What makes him special is the fact that he can run, he can play, he can put in a shift for 2 players. If you remove that,
And no. Let's no. Hold on. We're not going to do
Don
this.
Smoke is right. Yep.
No. Kante, his ability to read the game and intercept is quality. Don't just call him a road runner. Don't you dare. Don't just call him a road runner. I'm not going to do this right now. I'm going to fight you guys right now. I'm going to fight you guys. He's not just a road runner. Don't do that crap, man.
If Kante could read the game as good as you claim, he wouldn't have to run as much.
No,
that's not
fair.
What's this guy talking about?
No.
Wait. He has that to his game. Also reading the game as well.
Yes, he can read the game. We're not taking that away from him.
Yes, you are.
No. Look at Busquets in his prime.
Because he can't run. Oh no. Don't use Busquets. Busquets can't run.
No.
Wait. Let's smoke land.
Because he's saying what you're saying.
I'm saying if you can read the game very good, then your positioning will actually outweigh your athleticism because you'll always be in the right place.
No.
To intercept.
Wait. Let's smoke land. And
that was the same thing that was given for Van Dijk, whereby we're saying Van Dijk is so good because he can read the game, meaning that he can position himself to anticipate these things. But the thing is this. If athleticism and you always talk about pace and power merchants, and the fact that this thing is not sustainable over a long career, and eventually, hence Modric is still playing and Kroos are still playing because these guys they never really relied on their physicality, brain and elite technique. So this is just a matter of time before he breaks down. It's like a horse. Eventually,
no. Hold on. I'm sorry. I have to push back. I know Yasser wanted to comment, but I mean, come on. Just because he's not going to be able to maintain those levels doesn't mean he has to become injury prone. Like it doesn't work like that for me. It doesn't mean that
his knees are going to give in because he runs so much. I'm saying
okay, fair, but then his knees are giving in because he's playing too much, not because he's running. He's running too much because he's getting played too much. And the whole thing about comparing him
to run the whole field.
No,
he's being overplayed as well. He's never been rested.
And the thing about comparing him to Busquets,
by
the way,
guys, come on, don't
the thing about comparing him to Busquets, Kante is not a CDM. He's not. He's always played in a 2. He always played for France. Okay, for France he played a little bit as a DM, but for Leicester he played in a 2 with Drinkwater
and
Chelsea,
was box to box.
We're not talking about what he did at Leicester. We're talking about how you guys used him at Chelsea.
Yes, I'm getting to it. That's what I was saying. For Chelsea, he played in a 2 with Matic, and then he played in a 2 with Kante.
Under Conte, isn't it?
Yeah, under when we won the title, he played in a 2 with Matic. Yes, so he was a midfield 2. He's a box-to-box player. That's why he runs about a lot. It's not because he can't read the game. He's not a CDM who's just supposed to sit in front of the defense and just read danger and intercept. That's not. He also springs counterattacks. He also
that's the issue you guys are having. He has the qualities of a CDM, but that is not the role that he plays. Mm-hmm. So he's able to intercept, break down plays, break down passes, and so forth. But his role isn't a CDM or a DM that sits. Hence why everyone says, no, can't say. And wait, hold up. Eric, weren't we saying this years before that, bro? Let him merge into a freaking DM before he runs down.
Yeah,
and no one else listening.
That is how he adapts and becomes like Busquets.
Doesn't give you enough quality on the ball to play as an 8.
I don't know about that.
How much quality did Makelele have on the ball?
He's on the ball is underrated. He's underrated.
How much quality? How good was Makelele on the ball? No. He'll never be like Busquets. 100%. Busquets is amazing on the ball at what he does and so forth. But my thing though is that
he's not a ball carrier.
No, he is. At times,
wait, hold on. Let's just go to Yasser because I won't go answer. So Yasser, talk to me, Yasser. Yes.
I go after Yasser, so I need to head
off. Here's the thing. I agree with Eric. And here's the thing. I feel like the issue is because Kante can do so much, Chelsea allowed him to do way too much. It gets to the point where Don Smoke actually has a point. He breaks down. Like he broke down. That's just the reality of it. When you play him on a 2 with a guy like Jorginho that is slower than HH
and
right now,
crap.
It's crazy. Crap. Like how are you gonna play that in the Premier League where you playing with a 2?
Eric, I blame Jorginho for this.
Like it's almost impossible. What Kante was doing was impossible.
No. Wait, hold on. Eric, didn't you hear what Yasser said? Jorginho, you're such a bomb and such a liability. Kante had to do the role of two players because Jorginho was
And the
so
worst thing
crap.
about it,
If he
is-
actually puts in the shift, Kante, so Jorginho is partly to blame for this.
But then
That's
the
it.
worst thing about it is like if he had another guy, you had another guy, which I rate highly too, Kovacic, that will help Kante. But guess what happened? Even Kovacic is breaking down. Even he broke down. So it's like it's the balance. I swear, if he had a Matuidi, if he had a Casemiro, if he had another player like that, you will see you will not get this amount of injuries. That's just the reality of it. That's simply the reality. The fact that Chelsea didn't buy another center midfielder, another DM, it is what caused Kante. He had to do way too much. That's just the reality.
I had to come back. They have Zach.
Wait. Blancos, talk to me, Blancos.
Can we? I need to speak. Can you just share this the tweet that you see in the back? I need to get that up. So just to.
No. Blancos, we're not doing it. Blancos, I'm not playing any receipts. No, Blancos, we're not playing receipts. Blancos, talk about Kante or the mic will move because the guy's waiting for the mic.
It's part.
Blancos, I told you, I'm not playing it. Continue.
In the background. We're going to play in the background instead. So shall I do that instead? Okay. Shall I do that? Okay.
Look, Blancos, you play that receipt. The mic is going to Paul, who is waiting.
If it
So
adds to
basically, it's your time because you have to go. It's your time.
No, but the thing is, the Chelsea fans need explanation, though. The Chelsea fans need a
Blancos,
reason why
they don't need anything.
Are you sure they don't?
Blancos, this is your final chance before I take the mic from you. Are you going to talk about
I think
Kante?
for accuracy, we should hear this.
No, we're not hearing anything.
No, let's vote.
Everyone
It's a democracy. Let's vote, guys. Who wants to hear, guys?
Everyone in the chat is saying no, they don't want to hear this. Everyone in the chat is saying no.
They're not really.
Blancos, talk about Kante. Talk about goal, okay?
What I thought I thought the topic was Reece James and
No. We've moved from Reece James. It's now why Jorginho and Deschamps should be blamed for Kante breaking down, and whether Kante can still come back and be effective.
Everyone in the chat seems to be saying yes for some reason.
Yeah,
so
HH. We want to hear it, HH.
It's a bit strange.
We demand this.
Just it's just in case any Chelsea fan, I'm not Chelsea fan, so but just in case any Chelsea fan wanted to be aware of why Reece James happened to not be playing. Personally, for me, I think that if HH and I'm almost an OG member, I've been here for quite some time. So, but the trend that I've noticed is that if the man just above me makes like a song or a chant for any of your players, the guy's gone. Paul, before Hazard came to club, it was Hazard. Look what happened. Man, if this guy makes a chant like that for any player that plays for your team, the guy's gone. The guy's finished. I'm actually surprised that HH hasn't done a Haaland chant yet. So City fans need to be aware. If a Haaland chant comes like that, like it's over. And Haaland gets injuries. So 2 weeks, boom, injured, gone. So so just putting that into context. Because literally a week after that chant was posted, Reece got injured. But anyway, HH, as you rightly said,
he's a sick man. HH, you're a sick guy, man. You need
I don't know where the power comes from. I really don't know. So that's why when you said Drake and you, I was like, it's difficult.
Wait, when did he make that video? When was that video? Was it after the Milan game?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, was that video?
Yeah.
HH, within few days you've jinxed the guy.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a small injury. It's supposed to be a tiny injury.
Please, HH,
There's
I
people
beg
literally
you.
in the comments be like,
never sing Haaland.
Actually, HH, you can make a service. The people in the chat saying, can you make a chat for this person? This
Paul, thoughts on Kante?
I didn't give
Paul.
my thoughts on Kante, sorry.
Do you think I care? Do you think I give a damn?
Can I just a brief thought?
Okay, very briefly.
Okay, brief. Okay, cool. Okay, now regarding Kante, to be fair, Kante has been relatively injury prone over the last 2 years or so. Whether that's Pogba involvement, I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. So, but he has been injury prone, and it's obvious why Chelsea Football Club don't want to give him a new contract. There's a possibility that maybe that might also be playing into things. I don't know. You know how players sometimes when they're injured and there's uncertainty about a contract, how they often maybe tend to. I'm not saying Kante is like that, but I'm just saying that it's possible because sometimes that does happen. Because clearly, I don't think Chelsea are going to offer him a new contract. So why would Kante want to rush himself to get fit to play for Chelsea Football Club per se?
That's a great point. That's a great point.
You know, they're not giving him a new contract. So why would I? Let me just rest. Let me get myself together, and then when I'm ready, I'll be ready and I'll play. End of. Whether it'll be a bit, I mean, you know, Chelsea I think will be fine about N'Golo Kante. I think Reece James, if anything, is more of a worry, especially with like the likes of United and Southern United coming up, and is it West Ham?
It's 3 games, man. It's 3 games. Relax.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that potentially that might be more of a worry than Kante. I don't think. Have Chelsea really missed Kante so far this season with the way that Graham Potter's going to play?
Chelsea can't win a trophy without Kante, but continue.
I mean, they can. They've won it in the past. They've won trophies in the past without Kante. But it's possible. And realistically, I think that Todd B is thinking he wants to probably get someone in January or in the summer to replace him. Because he doesn't want to give him a new contract. So at the end of the day, it's like you saying with CR7. Like, Kante, he's athletic, he's run a lot, he's picked up injuries, he's not able to do what he's up to do. He's 30 plus now. He's picking up injuries. Let him go, move on, bring someone else in. Like, it's over. Simple as that.
Kante is irreplaceable. No, look, if you have to move, you have to move on. But Blancos, let me cry. Let me shed a tear because Kante is that important. Paul, Kante.
I gotta head off. See you later, guys. Take care.
Adios, man. Never come back, man.
Now, before Kante, I was going to say something about the right back, and I couldn't. So, if you allow me,
Sure. Go for it.
Okay, just about the Reece James thing, the right back. You know,
who you want to thief, by the way? You want to steal him on? He signed a life contract at Chelsea. He's going nowhere.
We'll see about. No, I think he'll stay at Chelsea. But well, anyways, I've already said in another hangout that another meeting we had. I already said that I respect City a lot. I've said it. I respect Guardiola. I love Cancelo. He's definitely top 5, top 4, maybe top 3. I don't know. Fullbacks. For me, Reece James is the second best right back in the world. Over the young ones is the best. There is a reason why Madrid wanted to sign him, obviously. Now, let's put some respect in Dani Carvajal.
He's still the best right back in the world?
He is.
No. As in right now, in 2022 October.
He's having a better season than the last one, as in right now. No. By the way, I'm not just saying this because of the final against Liverpool, which obviously was a masterclass. But the other season, he was erratic. This season, because he was coming from an injury. This season, right now, he's balling. Carvajal is balling. And anyone who sees the games can see that. He's still the best right back. He has been essential throughout his career for Real Madrid. He's been incredibly underrated. Now, again, over the young ones, over the next ones, for me, Reece James is the best one. Cancelo, for me, is an immense player, and I love him. And I don't want to just that. Now, having said that, which is one thing I wanted to say, just giving a shout out to Carvajal, which is often forgotten. Kante. Okay. First, Blancos did a good point about, why would he want to risk for Chelsea having to, when he's, maybe they don't renew him, so he can play for France. I'm not so sure that Deschamps will pick him over, if he recovers mid-World Cup, over Tchouaméni. Why would he? Tchouaméni is having...
Deschamps is very loyal. See, that's it. Deschamps... No. Pogba is going to the World Cup, regardless.
But remember this? Yeah, but remember this? If I'm not mistaken, Deschamps plays next time, if he fucks up, Zidane is coming over. Zidane is waiting for the spot in the national team. Deschamps has to be very careful because do you really? Tchouaméni is having a beast season. He's proving a lot himself in one of the the biggest club in the world, under great pressure immediately. But Kante coming back from an injury, not having had that much of game time. Are you gonna really and let's be honest?
It won't be wise. It won't be wise.
It's not better than Tchouaméni nowadays. So maybe Kante actually chooses to risk to go and actually play better for Chelsea, or let's say to risk it for Chelsea, because he doesn't see that possibility of playing in the World Cup that much or being important. I don't know what choice will he do. Now, to be honest, I agree with Blancos, you have to let him go. Because at this age, and it's hurtful, what happened to Casemiro, man? No one expected it. But we were able to sell him for 80 million for a guy that was already starting to go down. Then obviously
60,
was a pillar
right?
of the club.
80.
No.
Yes, you mentioned like 80.
60 pounds, because in euros it was more.
Yeah.
So basically, you have to sell him. You have to try when he recovers, and you have to sell him. And because if not, how are you gonna make cash? How are you gonna have a good balance? Like you need to be intelligent about this. See, this is the reason this is the difference between clubs like Barca, clubs like United, and clubs like Madrid. Madrid knows how to sell, and it's not because I'm a Madrid fan. It's just City has been smart with their signings as well and their departures. I think at least that's the difference between being a big club and.
No. It's true. You have to know how to let go. You have to have the future plan, but it's painful, man, because Kante is that rare breed.
But
Kante's that rare breed.
But who's the replacement though? That's a question.
But you have to. You can't say you can't do like Barca. Busquets doesn't have a replacement.
He does have a. No, it's true. I think that's the key thing. You can't replace Kante. You just have to now build a new kind of a team.
What? Exactly. You can't replace Modric. You can't replace Casemiro. So you build another kind of midfield. Now,
Jude Bellingham, maybe.
For example.
Does Kante have to get sold? Why can't he retire at Chelsea?
Oh, okay, Blue is talking. I didn't see.
Eric, come on screen, man, and say that.
Can I
think
say
Eric is
thing,
crying.
Eric?
It's okay.
There is something Smoke said comparing, which overall I agree with him, but comparing Busquets to Kante, and it's like, bro, wait. You can't just compare a player to another player. The systems are radically different, and Kante is not. Look, when you play around people that are just worst, you're gonna look worse, and you're gonna actually play worse. Not only look. Like you can't just pick a player from one and another and just compare them. Busquets
it's like let's put Veto. Let's put Busquets. Let's put Jorginho next to Busquets and see how he plays.
No. But the anti football that Chelsea plays, it wouldn't work.
Veto, Potter ball is different. Potter ball is different.
I compared a player's attributes because they mentioned Kante's reading of the game ability, and we know one of the best readers in midfield is Busquets. Hence, I say if you can read the game well, you don't have to run as much because your positioning would actually benefit.
Until a point, man, and this season is proving it. Up until a point, I agree with you, but it's not just you cannot entirely replace it. Now see what's happening to Busquets. Yeah, he's still balling. I mean, not balling. He's still class. He had that, and the guy can't. But he can't do it. You see his game against Inter. And the guy can't follow his mark. He physically can't, because even though he can reading the game doesn't mean you can be in the right position all the time. That's what
No.
You know.
Can I correct myself?
No. Let me still come to Veto because Veto, talk to me, Veto.
It's just going to the point that HH, you said that Kante needs to reinvent, and what Don Smoke was saying is, well, as he reinvents, he needs to be able to read the game to the level that Busquets has, and I don't know. We don't know if that's where Kante can evolve to, because what he's been relied on and what's been a strength of his is anticipating where plays are going to go and breaking them up. But his ability to run that pitch top to bottom has been a plus for him. And the reason why the system worked, the reason why the managers of the past, even Tuchel, and you want to talk about running him into the ground. When you have a player like that, you're actually going to design and have other players not necessarily to support it because he's doing so much, right? So I don't know if it's unfortunate because as an injured player, you've got Reece, you've got Kante.
Yeah,
they're not going to remain there if they're injured. It doesn't make sense. You're not going to renew their contracts if they're injured players.
No, wait, hold up. Reece James has a blood pact for life at Chelsea. Kante.
You've told me this many times, HH.
What?
Is that when Real knocks,
Veto.
Everybody answers. That's what you told
there's
me.
an asterisk. There's an asterisk. Reece James, he is from Chelsea. He's a London boy and so forth. He's the heart and soul of this team. He's the face of this club. I know that's true, but there's always an anomaly. And Reece James is that anomaly. He has a blood pact with Chelsea.
Okay. So with a player like Kante, just to bring it back to him, he needs to reinvent himself. He needs to evolve to the point where he won't be relied on to cover as much ground as he has. That means other support, like Paul's saying. That means other players that are going to have to be with him within that pitch. I don't believe you have those players. And if you don't acquire those players, he's gone.
Let me ask you this. Should Chelsea sell him next summer? Contract is up. Should they allow him to go for free?
For a good price.
His contract expires this year.
Next summer.
Next summer.
You can sell him. Then you can sell him because why were you selling?
No. So my thing is so either sell him in January or let him go for free next summer.
Renew him 1 year.
You need to try and
He wants but this is the difficult thing. The thing is that things are now different now. Now he has because before this injury, he said that he wanted 4 years. Chelsea said 3 years, not 4 years, but said no 4 years. Now though he has a very weak position now to bargain because of this now new injury. So for Chelsea, do you now offer him like a year extra, 2 years maybe, take it or leave it?
You know what? Usually around all matters, player personnel, incomings, outgoings, I defer to Eric. So I don't want to answer this one. I think Eric's the man in position when he comes back on camera to truly answer that. Because
What? Wait. You said Eric will give you information.
Eric Romano. His nickname is Eric Romano.
Eric has good allegations to answer.
Eric, are you eating?
Camera. He told me.
Eric, are you eating? No, Eric, I can see Eric. Are you eating pounded yam? Or Eba?
He's eating.
Amala? Starch?
Spaghetti.
Okay. So Eric, since you're all things Chelsea, because you're the hardcore Chelsea fan of this group and everything, if Kante is in a weak backed position, should we offer him like 2 years? Because he can't ask for 4 years because he's in a weak position. Should we offer him 2 years or do we? Because Eric, I don't want to see Kante in an Arsenal jersey. No. I don't want him to see me in another jersey because Arsenal are hovering. They're hovering, man.
We won't sell Kante to Arsenal. That's impossible. But I mean, I'm biased, just to let you know. So for me, give him whatever he wants. 4-year contracts, 200K per week. Do it.
I'm with Eric, man. Yeah. You can say which one. I'm with Eric because you see, Kante he's a rare breed, man, and I think you have to cherish these rare breeds in your team, man. You have to, man. But I'm afraid that the way that Todd Bowley is going, I don't think it's going to happen. Let me bring shout out to your boy English Talent FC. Paul, fans will watch Liverpool versus City more than. Oh, sorry, I think he says Paul. Fans will watch Liverpool City more than. No, they won't. Why?
I think the Premier League has a much better viewership, whatever you want. But you can't say this. Come on.
No, come on, no.
One of the games
from Iman, I'm not gonna say so. L longs don't smoke. Okay, I don't know what that means. Thank you for that. Pog Witchcraft. Pogba lives in Italy, and Reece James was injured in Italy. No, he wasn't. Was he in Italy?
Yeah.
Look, that's no. I don't buy that connection. I don't buy that connection. Though. Relax, David C. HH and Pogba's witch doctor have the same oracle? No, we don't. No, we don't. I don't use any witch doctors and I don't use any jinx. I'm completely real. Wing, smokers are liable to die young. Ungotlo army. What? Wait, Wing, what? Okay, I have no idea what that means. From Quasi, letting Golo go for free is a war crime. Hashtag replaceable. I am with Eric. I say that he should retire at Chelsea and remain a Chelsea legend. Even if he's fully injured and so forth, I don't care. Kante has done too much for this club, and I say he should remain. All right, guys, final topic before we get over here, man. So, now, guys, we're having a discussion before, and I think, you see, I have beef with Smoke and Patrick. Do you know why I have beef with you guys? You want to ruin for football. Because you want Pep to be the face of football. But you see, when I grew up, football was built by the stars. We went to go and watch the individuals, not the system or the manager. We went to go and watch the individuals. And there was something, because many people, you know what people are saying on Twitter? It's about stats. Get rid of the dribblers. Get rid of the guys with massive technique. Get rid of these guys. I was watching an interview with David Junon. I think he did it like some years ago. And he said that football is becoming too tactical. And the joy and the beauty of the game is being removed because everybody's obsessed with just pressing and doing everything tactically. That's randomness and the magic of the game is being lost. And there was just something so calming seeing Dino, Messi, and Pogba in that advert and doing those skills. Because people say, oh, you're such a dribble merchant, you're such a skill merchant. Dribbling skills, that is the heart and soul of football. Of course you need tactics. Of course you need discipline. Of course you need to run. Of course you need off the ball things. You need these things. But the heart and soul and the purity of football is what we saw in that Pepsi ad. And just watching that Pepsi ad, it was just amazing to see, oh, wow, this is really why we watch football. Yes, we want a team to win and so forth, but we watch football for Dino, for Messi, for the Neymars, for the Laubiels. We don't watch it for Salah. We don't watch it for Haaland. We don't watch it for De Bruyne. We don't watch it for these dudes. It is the individuals that bring the joy to us. So, Eric, talk to me about the importance of that advert and the importance of promoting the individuals and not allowing our great game to be destroyed by stats padders like Haaland.
I mean,
because Eric, I told you right now, there is no chance in the hell Haaland comes anywhere near that advert. And this is the point I'm trying to make to people. No offense, Haaland is coming nowhere near that advert. Go start part somewhere else. This is for the freaking techniques.
If he does, that would be hilarious. By the way, I think he would have to come for like a shooting kind of.
It shoots out, man.
Yeah, but look, for me, man, I can't think of too many. I mean, when it's an advert like that, Pepsi, like it's going to be the stars. That's the way they usually go, you know. And seeing the dribbling, seeing the skills, you know, it takes you back a little bit. I saw Dino, you know, and obviously nowhere near.
So Eric, they always call back Dino. They always call him back. And this is why I said to people that it doesn't matter how many titles you win, how many goals you win. I'd rather have a Dino career than the career of, let's say, an Arbeloa, who has all the titles. Let's be respected by the streets rather than just being a trophy merchant. But continue, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I would like the trophies, but
if you have to choose,
not that Dino didn't win trophies, but he also wants to be remembered in the sport.
Yes.
That's a very big thing, you know. Wherever Ronaldinho goes, everybody knows him. Even transcended the sports way to an extent. So I think it's good to see someone like him there, even though he's old now. Messi. I was a bit curious with Messi, though. I'm not sure all those clips were Messi, but we'll just leave that. Yeah, I'm not sure, man.
so that Messi isn't as skillful as the animated master to be.
I feel like he might have been moving faster than. I think he slowed down a little bit from.
Okay, all right.
Some of those they might have been like stunts when when he was running and things like that. But
actually, Dino had the best skill in the whole thing, though. But that's all.
Yeah. I mean, Pogba was like I'm sorry, Pogba wasn't very.
Hater, man.
But No, I like Pogba, but you know, obviously you never see Mbappe on on an advert like that. It's not can't be allowed.
Yeah,
But yes,
he's busy winning a World Cup on 19. Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah, so like I said, you never see Mbappe in an ad like that, But yeah, it's good to see those kind of adverts. Messi for me, he's not the GOAT. I think Pele is the GOAT, but Messi is definitely. I mean, there's a guy in Shades who doesn't think Messi is one of the greatest players to play this sport. I find it very interesting.
I said he's one of the best. He's one of the best. He's one
No,
of
no,
the best.
I remember you saying that he can't be considered. He can't even be considered as one of the greatest because he doesn't have a World Cup. That's what I think.
You need
I
a
remember
World
you
Cup. You
saying.
need a World Cup, man.
No,
World
you
Cup.
don't.
Nah,
No,
man.
no.
But what he does, what he has done in a football
Paul,
pitch, man.
Paul.
It's
November,
about the,
November gets real. No. I said he is the greatest club player ever. To be an overall great, I need a World Cup.
Yes, thank you.
I need a World Cup.
Mark in the comments. Mark said it. I think that might have been a stunt double, but we'll leave that. Not for the dribbling necessarily, but I think the running, yeah. Okay,
No,
so
that is all. Do you see? No, like I told you, Dino always gets called back because Dino is always that freaking dude, man. Yeah, so talk to me about that ad, man. We can't hear you. You're muted. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Football has changed, HH. I'm sorry. It
For the
what it is.
worse.
I mean, it's not even the worst. It's just we just don't have Dinos anymore. We just don't. I think the closest thing that to Dino we have, and I'm gonna say his name, people don't get triggered, is Neymar. Neymar was supposed to be is that guy, but I don't know what it is about in today's game. The majority of the people won't accept that. I don't know why. People don't like that anymore. They don't.
Okay,
They want.
so you're saying that Dinos and people like that are skillful. These guys, when we're not be seeing any more of these guys in games anymore, we're not going to be looking at guys who are much more effective only.
I feel like people are gonna start discouraging that from the younger generation, because the more that people are gonna promote and people are gonna highlight is the Haalands. That's the reality, HH. And it's like,
Yes, and that's sad, man. And that's
Because
sad.
it's
No,
like-
because yes, I know you want to win and everything, but yes, at the end of the day, this is entertainment, and we're supposed to be here to be entertained.
I
Yes,
think
we want
it's
to win,
yeah.
but the whole point is to marry the both winning and entertainment.
it's just I feel like this is the thing that like I don't want to blame him, but Neymar he was not a good advert for those type of footballers. He's not. Like, people don't said people there was something about Dino that everyone loved. Dino was loved. Everyone loved Dino. No one hated Dino. But then with Neymar, it's like people don't like Neymar. And then so everything that is close to what Neymar does, anyone that does that type of football, it's like, oh, he must be another Neymar. He's like a bad egg, And people don't like that. I don't know. It's like people don't like that. It's like for example, when Vini was doing this whole like thing where like he was nutmegging people and stuff like that. I think I was watching ESPN and they were saying like, oh, the Steven Nichols, oh yeah, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. You know what? When was it Richarlison? I don't know, he's a dead football. You don't like him as a dead football, but when he was like juggling and someone like literally like bashed into him, people were celebrating that, and I'm like, there's just like a disconnect where people in the streets, we love that. We want you to nutmeg someone. We want you to take the ball, flip it over someone. We want you to make someone look silly. For us, that is what is called entertainment. Entertain us. But nowadays, it's more about like stats, assists, goals. How many goals you have? Oh, look, he's so fast. He's so strong. He can put the ball in the back of the net. That's what everyone cares about nowadays. It's like, and that's what, unfortunately, the game is shifting towards HGs.
Pat, what we said, man.
I don't know. I like those ads. I even like the other one that Coca-Cola, was it Coca-Cola or Pepsi did with Messi. There was Pogba in it too. I think it was Pepsi or Coca-Cola, one of the two. And Pogba obviously, Messi did something and Pogba said he can do it better, but in your life, you wouldn't do it better. Shush, Mr. Pogba, your juju. Look, those things are exciting. Look, things have changed. You're right. There used to be videos. Remember that video of Ronaldinho where he was hitting the goalpost from
Oh yeah,
far,
that was
and
apparently
it
no,
became a
that was
thing.
fake. But I think that they said that was the first sports viral video on YouTube.
Yeah, but you see what I'm trying to say. Those things were exciting. Those were the days. Those things were happening. I remember the World Cup game where where Brazil is traveling in the airport and they start playing
Yeah,
the ball
the
in the
Ronaldo
airport.
hits the thing there. Yeah,
Yeah, those were the things. There's one in Thierry Henry with the French team. They did their own version.
yeah.
Like, unfortunately, HH, those guys are there. And I'm telling you the truth. Those ballers you're looking for, yes, Said is right. They are there. They're there. Even I think Paul in La Liga can tell you that you can check even in teams that are not that popular. The ballers are there. People
Yeah.
with skill are there.
Absolutely.
There's Saint Maximin in Newcastle.
Newcastle.
When he wants to smoke you, what he does to people, nutmegs, like the dribbles. But the thing is, guess what people say about Saint Maximin? They're like, okay, after he dribbles, what next? You know what I mean? That's the thing about Dino. Dino could dribble and have an end product and was famous. But these new dribblers, somehow they dribble and they pass the ball backwards. Dino was passing nice balls, and so that's the issue. So what has happened is there's people like Pep, you're right. Pep wants you to be effective. That's why he took Raheem. Raheem, by the way, guys, even though you might hate him, there was a Raheem Sterling that used to sit down a whole team, half a team on the floor. But guess what he used to do? He had no end product. So you're right. There's managers these days are telling these ballers who have got skill that, my friend, I want you to stop here. Don't get too excited. Don't do this. At the point where some of these managers, they shout at these dribblers and skilled people that stop embarrassing the other guys. Why? Back in the days, when I used to play football barefooted and with a ball made out of plastic, we used to enjoy and laugh at somebody because you've been nutmegged or sat down. Because that was our thing.
It was encouraged.
Yeah, but guess what? These days, you go to the streets where kids are playing football. There is no longer dribbles. It's just, oh, look at my goal. Look at how I chipped it. Look at how I did this. It's different. So things have moved, and the kids these days, if you even give them that Brazil video, a kid these days, they'll be like, okay. And like, come on, that's excitement. But it's good to see those come back. I think it gives excitement to other fans, people who were there back in the days when saw all this stuff. But unfortunately, maybe one day, maybe one day we'll see Haaland and Mbappe in a video.
Well, probably.
God forbid, but
doing runs in behind. And,
Okay, so Paul, I mean, so you were going to that ad. I mean, what do you say? I mean, because it just seems as if people are saying that, and it's a conversation that people have had, which is that football is changing now, and there is so much research now, there's so much science now, there's so much data gathering that guys are now asking younger players that forget about doing your skills and entertaining. Be effective end product. So I don't want you to entertain anybody. I just want you just to be effective, and that's it.
But okay, I already said in another live where I stand here. I have to be the bad guy here. Obviously, I seeing that ad is nostalgic to me, even to me. Because I'm young, But
yeah.
Obviously, I saw a lot of Dino ads, and obviously those kind of players are special. That's no one can deny that. But it's not like football is changing. Like, it has always been changing this way, and the way it is changing is going more professional. Because at the end of the day, the coach doesn't care. The coach, the club, no one who actually is serious cares about entertaining. No one. What they care about winning trophies and earning money. And why did these players were so? And it's normal. It's the professionalization of the sport. That's where we're heading. So why did these players, shine more before? Besides Neymar actually not contributing, I agree saying that, not contributing to that. But well, and neither I think, and I'm kind of scared with Vinicius. In that sense, it's just that before teams weren't that organized, or it's just that it's what Patrick said.
So basically, if let's say we had another amazing Neymar or so for us, maybe a bit more disciplined than the Neymar, they wouldn't be effective in today's games because teams have become much more professional.
It's just, but the professionalism, I think the key here is not just what is done in the field. What has happened with all these players? Yeah, they are incredible. Ronaldo Nazario, for example, incredible players, whatever, Romario, Rivaldo, but they have 3 good years and then they're gone. That to a club is not valuable. A club, because actually it's not a player you can get for 30 million. They are players that you have to spend nowadays with this market 200 million. And a club can't risk that money to buy a player that most probably will have 3 years, and because of his ego, will probably just vanish. It's just that investment is not good for the club. So obviously you are seeing less players of that profile because it isn't worth it, because clubs are more professional.
Agreed.
I see that.
So,
Okay, before I say first anything, right? If you look at that ad, right, those 3 guys, what do they have in common, right? What's the pattern or the theme?
dribbling, skillful.
They're not English.
No, 2 guys are in. Two of those guys are injured. The other one doesn't play anymore, right? So the thing is, they have time. One of the things which we don't address anymore is the schedule of a season has become much more hectic than it used to be back in the day, right? So nowadays it's hard to get teams to release their squad to do things because they're scared of injuries or whatnot and stuff like that. So that also contributes to the entertainment part, which talks to Paul's part of professionalism now. Football now is seen as a job, like this is your job, right? So you can't do things out of football that could compromise your health for you to perform on the pitch. So even certain things that are fun, that you could maybe go for a tournament or a way to display skills, clubs don't see that as valuable because to us, you're an asset. And we're not going to do things that will risk you. It's a long season. We're not going to do things that will risk your availability for the club, right? So that's one thing. The next thing is there's a lot more money invested in football than before. So hence the professionalism, which is now serious.
So you don't know more pressure to get results.
Exactly. So it's more of, we don't care if you do an Atletico Madrid and you play haram football for the whole season as long as you win the league, right? So coaches now, it's results over entertainment. Now the thing now is this, your opponents now, back to Paul's point, smaller teams have become much more organized. So it's going to be hard for you to dribble past a whole team for 3 goals. One player, like how it used to happen. But hence, things that your Messis and Ronaldinho used to do, when you look at it now, it is spectacular. Because even in the modern era, Messi would take the ball from the halfway line, dribble 4 or 5 players, and then score. Because teams are now organized much more better defensively.
I still think a player, because remember, it just takes one moment. Like, most dribbles are unsuccessful. Most dribbles are unsuccessful. But I still believe that just by the nature of life, someone from Brazil and Argentina or so forth is going to have that ability to beat 2-3 players and score that winning goal.
That goes to my next point, right? Because that is not sustainable, that's when systems come into play. So what's the whole point of a system? Is a coach to give you a manner in which they can maximize your attributes, to put you in a place where you are more effective than you taking the ball from the halfway line or so. Now the reality.
How effective was that system for City? Okay, all right.
I'll give an example like Pep. When Pep created the system for Messi, he had workhorses around that give Messi the ball in situations where he can dribble and score. Now, the reality of football is, in every team, even if you go in the past, as much as there were these dribblers and talent, you always had your workhorses.
Yeah.
Players that just graft, do all the hard work so they can give the ball to these amazing players. And they, like in every, we had you had a Pedro, you had for Dani Alves, you had an Abidal who didn't do much, but he was just there to cover. Hence, I'm saying it's always been a thing of trying to find the balance for the team.
But my issue is that balance has gone. It is now 11 system players who just rely on our slaves to it's a system.
That's why the Galacticos didn't work, because you had 11 of the best talented guys who don't have the work ethic. Hence, I'm saying you need a balance.
Yeah,
Because all of these
PSG.
guys are like, no, I'm
PSG.
too good to mark or track back or defend. I'll wait for the ball, and then even all the way up until the defenders. Hence, I'm saying that the issue is the problem is not that there's a system. The problem is over reliance on the system, whereby you have 11 system players. That's where the problem
Don,
comes.
can I also add one more thing to you? And this is something that Paul mentioned, that he was scared. I'm gonna tell you, Vini is one of my favorite players.
Yeah, he's one of the best on our right
The
now.
issue is a lot of times, and here's my issue with the dribblers. In today's game, the way the game is refereed, players are allowed to clatter dribblers. Like I meant like
it depends on the league, though.
No.
I think like in Spain, there's a lot of protection. Basically, yes, I always use this example, and it's still here. Messi, Copa America, I think it's against Colombia, so forth. He's getting hacked. First half, halftime. Messi goes to the ref. Yo, ref, are you gonna call refs? The ref says, yo, you're in South America. It's different here.
No,
so it's all about where you are and how they referee.
But especially, I mean, you might be right, but then there is, for whatever reason, there's just like a side, because let's be honest, we all deal with human beings here. For whatever reason, there's certain referees that when someone dribbles a lot, they allow some of the tackles. No.
Yes, Neymar got booked for doing a rainbow flick or something in Uber Eats. He got booked.
Weird. It's like, and there's this notion, and then it's like, for me, if you want more ballers, if you want more dribblers, then you must protect the dribblers. You cannot allow players to clatter into these dribblers, because even though if it's a yellow card offense, that can actually do more damage. Because imagine if this player is getting hacked all the time, he's gonna break down.
Oh no. So quickly, but see, here's the funny thing though. Last season, who won the Champions League? It was Real Madrid. And people would say that Liverpool and Man City were the best teams, with the best managers, with the best systems. Liverpool were going for 4 trophies. We already know the history and the records that Pep had broken. But what was the difference? In all the knockout rounds, it was Benzema, Rodrigo, and in that final game, I'd say it was really Modric in that key pass. So that individual was key. We now come to the World Cup in Qatar right now. Most guys' favorites are Brazil and Argentina. Why is that? Not because of their system or so forth. It's because of Neymar and Messi.
But let me give you the example of that Argentina team. You have brilliant guys, but you also have workhorses that do the extra shift to cater for the.
No, 100%. No. But please say what I'm saying. That's okay.
Touching your serious point. The problem with the booking is you have issues of divers. Like, for example, Neymar.
Yeah.
You understand? So now, at the end of the day, when you have the reputation of diving, if you look at most of, so now the ref now has to be like, okay, is it really as bad as you make it seem? Because you have the reputation of making things seem worse. Like, for example, I'm sure you remember that game preseason in Japan when Neymar just dived for no damn reason. You understand? And so I'm saying is that thing whereby most even Salah had that thing whereby you don't even touch him, he just jumps. So is that thing whereby the ref is looking, is this gamemanship?
No, I get it. No, I'm giving the example for me, and this is, and I'm the only, and it was weird because it was when I watched the pundits talk and everything. The Richarlison one really bothered me because it's when he was doing those keep ups. And he passed the ball, and this guy didn't even go for the ball. He collatered him, and the referee just gave him the up. And I'm like, bro.
Oh no! But I think it's no. But my thing is that's why I feel that. Here's my thing. I think it will be good for football, even though it goes against my narratives, if Brazil or Argentina win the World Cup, because I think that if Argentina win, it's the main reason will be Messi. And maybe even Alvarez will say what's up. If Brazil win, Brazil are Brazil. I mean, unless we don't get out the place because of Neymar, Vini, Anthony, and what the individuals are going to do.
Because please don't say Anthony.
Don, relax.
You've seen what that guy does.
Has he scored the same amount of goals as Salah in the EPL?
He's dancing instead of making the defender dance.
I know you hate us. Realize, just give us something, bro, to be happy about, proud about. Come on, man.
Yeah, no. Paul, go for it.
Because this is important right now. For example, HH, you're talking about making it's just look. I think we can just agree. We can all agree on this. Actually, I think there is a common point here, which I think is actually the truth. Individualities win you knockout stages, but systems are the most reliable thing over a long period of time.
Oh yes.
So actually, why did Real Madrid? Why types of teams like Real Madrid win Champions League, whatever? Because they rely more on
individual moments. Yeah.
And that's why maybe City still hasn't won, which I think eventually will win. But this one. But Barca hasn't won as many. Like this.
No, Paul. Because it's great. Because again, the Champions Leagues that Pep won. Yes, we give credit to his system, but he had a transcendental player, which was Messi. He didn't have Messi at Bayern. Hasn't had Messi at Serie.
The balance. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right now, he doesn't have that kind.
He doesn't have that difference maker.
I can agree with that. Still, I think they are so overpowered in their system and in their way they play that I think they can actually overcome that weakness. But anyways, I think that the thing is here, because clubs want results, they will look for the most reliable thing over a long period of time, which is actually the smartest thing from a business point of view. But as watchers, obviously, we love to see that nutmeg. We love to see those drills. We love to see those incredible passes like Modric on that Chelsea matchup. Those kind of things are magical. Those individualities are.
No, but I think basically we are. This is the dilemma here. The dilemma here is we are not paid to get results. We have jobs and whatsoever. So when we're watching football, we want to be entertained. I'm with you. If I'm paid to be a manager and this is my job, but this is how I put food on the table for my family, I don't care about entertainment. I have to win. And I'm doing anything to get results. So because for me, like if I could entertain and win, great. But if I'm paid hundreds of thousands to get results and so forth, by any means necessary. So, and the issue is that people are under so much pressure right now to get results. And because systems have now become so evolved, the key thing now is that, bro, I don't care how good you are as a player. Can you fit into my system? Look at what's happening to João Felix right now. The guy can't get a freaking game. We all know how good this kid is. I don't care when it says that guy is talented, but because he can't fit into what Simeone wants.
I mean, I agree with you. It's just that I'll say something shortly. It's just that I think, what you really want, in the sense, is a kind of deprofessionalization of football, because that's what has to happen now. To be honest, I think that in time people will. The same as we all grew up with those kind of ads, with those kind of players. The next generation is gonna grow up with this, and they will find this entertaining, right? It's not like, oh, this is not entertaining. Well, maybe to you, because for example, you talked about I don't know, these system players, whatever. For me, seeing a Kevin De Bruyne pass, those kind of passes are incredible, man. I love it. So that's also quality. I think, look, I understand your point, but it's just what you're asking is not going to happen because it's bound to bigger things.
Wait, so hold on. So Quasi, let's in go. Oh yeah, sorry, I realized. So David T says it's cause of the excesses of rolling and sister vists. What the?
Neymar.
Oh, Neymar.
That is also true. Neymar just had a bad attitude.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is
Neymar screwed up, man. He should have been the guy. That move to PSG, biggest mistake.
Look at Bielsa, right? That's the cost of valuing entertainment over results. That guy used to play an open game against everyone, regardless whether it's City, whether it's Bournemouth.
Marcelo Bielsa.
You understand? Hence, I'm saying at the end of the day, that's where you need a balance into knowing, okay, no, in this game, we should be a bit more pragmatic. In this game, okay, we can unleash. Because if you go for yes, the fans were happy because it was ping pong football. But at the end of the day, you end up losing 7-2, 5-2, and it's not sustainable over a long period of time. So it's that thing of whereby if a manager wants to be for the fans, they're most likely going to get sacked.
Yeah, no, look, for me, all my hope is just as we round this off, my just hope is a balance. Look, as I said again, teams have to get results. They have to get wins, and I get that. But I just feel that, like, basically, the biggest issue is Neymar. Neymar was supposed to be the best player in the world, and Neymar was supposed to be the guy that is now sitting on the throne and now the main guy. And at the time, I said Neymar moving to PSG. I understood it. He wants your own team, but I didn't know how rotten and how poisonous the club of PSG is. And yes, I mean this with all due disrespect.
PSG. It's not PSG.
It's Paul. It's PSG.
No,
Paul,
sorry,
if Neymar stays at Barcelona, no, Paul.
No.
If Neymar stays at Barcelona, he doesn't act like this.
Listen, I don't agree with this. Neymar was the reason that there was a little club in the dressing room of Barcelona, Luis Suarez, Messi, Neymar, these kind of things that actually formed and destroyed the locker room. Neymar in Santos, I remember. I don't know if you know this. Neymar in Santos was a diva player already, and because they wouldn't pass the ball, he literally took the. And there was a game where he wasn't being passed the ball for whatever reason. Once he got the ball, he literally was like a kid, no passing, just dribbling, not even trying to score. He had those attitudes in the beginning because the way, and that's when things go over. Like, for example, when you talk star players, I'm not saying you advocate.
Yeah.
But when you, let's say, you people go crazy for star players, that's what happens. That kids grow up thinking that they're gonna be the next big thing, so they create an ego. They start being divas. What happened? Well, Mbappe's a different. There are more. No, but actually, Neymar. Yeah. Because
no. I think no. He's a diva. Actually, no. We have to run. For goal. So, guys,
my last point.
We have to run.
I agree with Paul in the sense that the reason why everyone loves Dino, right, is because of his humility, respect, and love for the game.
Yeah.
Right. And once you have that, right, everyone will love you. Whereby with Neymar, they thought they are bigger than the game. Right.
And there's an arrogance. We see, Dino, there was a joy. Neymar, there's an arrogance. Yeah.
That's the difference.
Now, also,
Dino wasn't arrogant.
No, but also I think with the whole PSG thing, people always say he was a better player at PSG. I feel like obviously as time progresses, he's a great player.
No. More effective for Barca and overall better player as a whole for PSG.
But that's the thing, HH. It's like for me, it's like I always felt like with Neymar specifically, he needed that structure of Barca. He really needed it. I feel like when he went to PSG, yes, because he played a free role, because he's Neymar, because he's an amazing footballer, you will see more of Neymar. But I feel like for Neymar specifically, what he needed was what he had in Barcelona. That structure, that discipline. I feel like you need both as a footballer.
Okay, so look, let's run it. So, guys, shout out to Paul, shout out to Smoke, shout out to Yes. So remember, guys, I will see you guys back here on Sunday for the El Clasico, Liverpool City, and all that vibes, guys. So, guys, peace out. Stay true, stay real. One love. Peace.
Bye.